spatula. What is going on YouTube? It's been a minute since I've been on here. Sorry about that, by the way. We've been traveling. So today's video is going to be a little different. I am doing sorry about that, guys. I'm doing a live Christian homemaking live stream. So I'm doing some homemaking things and taking you along the way. So the first thing we're doing is cooking. And I'm making some homemade Cracker Barrel. I have the pancake mix here. My husband went to go get some potatoes, cheddar, onions, and heavy cream. And of course I have my coffee, but I'm waiting on my heavy cream. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Some homemade Cracker Barrel, because that stuff can get pretty expensive. By the way, sorry again that I haven't really been on. We've been traveling. We went to New Jersey. We went to Connecticut. Had a pretty bad experience in Connecticut, and I'll tell you guys that in a little bit. And now we're back home. So now we're back in the homeschooling and homemaking kind of ritual type of thing. Oh, let me show you guys too. So one of the things that I picked up on our trip was this Dutch oven. It's a cast iron Dutch oven. I love cast iron. It lasts practically forever. They said on the box this is supposed to last at least 100 plus years, like 120, hopefully. But I love cast iron. I know a lot of people don't really like cast iron just because, you know, they are afraid of it. And they say that it sticks. But if you season this thing the right way, you don't have to worry. So, really excited about that. So right now, I'm just making some pancakes while I wait on my husband. So how you guys been? Anything new going on in your lives? By the way, this might die. I might have to put it on the charge. Let me get my charger real quick. And move my toaster oven. There we go. All right, guys, give me a minute here. Siri. There we go. Yeah. I had music on. I had to turn it off. I had the Joy FM, which is a Christian station. But because YouTube, you know, thinking everybody's out to steal something, I had to turn it off. Normally I'd have like some Christian music going right now, or some hymns, or classical music and whatnot. All right, so while I'm waiting for this and waiting for my husband, let me kind of explain to you what happened. There we go. All right, so we went to Connecticut to go visit my sister and my brother-in-law. First, we went to New Jersey to visit Lewis's, or as you guys know him, yeah, you guys know him as Lewis's mother, because she had the and she has lung cancer. So we went to go visit her, and thankfully she's negative. She went for testing Tuesday and she's negative, which was really amazing and really good. So after that, we decided that we were going to go to Connecticut, see my sister. I haven't seen my sister in forever. And her husband has motorcycles. He's driven motorcycles for 40 years. Either late 30s or early 40 years. So he took him on the bike. Connecticut has the streets, they go up and they go down. But they also, like, once you get to the top, it kind of just goes like leveled off, like straight for a while. So my son, he had a helmet. It was a full head helmet. He had on his jacket, well, my sister's jacket, The jacket had a lot of padding. There's padding here, padding here, padding here. Just he was pretty good. He was taken care of on that bike. And my sister's husband, he was wearing a helmet, which, yeah, he was wearing a helmet. So what happened is they were at this high school, and as they're coming to the high school, there was this elderly guy and his wife, I guess, and they were driving, coming out of the high school. Now there is you might hear the smoke, I'm sorry guys. There is a big stop sign, okay? Up north, they're pretty big stop signs. So there's a stop sign, and the guy apparently, well, he shouldn't be driving. The guy apparently didn't see it, or he did see it, just was like, screw the stop sign. Who cares about laws, right? And as he was coming out, my son and my brother-in-law were coming this way. He was going 30 or 35 miles per hour, which is the speed limit, right? So he's on his motorcycle, my son's on the back, and the guy comes out like this, and he stops, like he's gonna stop, but then he keeps going. He sees my brother-in-law, and he sees the stop sign, so he stops literally in the middle of the road, and then continues, oh, I'm gonna go, I'm not even gonna wait for them. And then they hit into the car. And Scott, who is my sister's husband, he knew what was gonna happen. He tried to swerve, and he was holding on to my son like this, and they both fell off. Now my son says that he doesn't remember much in that split second. He just remembers that, you know, he went flying, not far, but he went flying, and just as he was about to hit his head on the ground, he went like this with his hands and his wrist. And if you're going 35 miles and you fly off that bike and you go like this, yeah, it's going to cause some damage to your wrist. So he got up, of course, the adrenaline and everything. He got up, he went over to my brother-in-law. Well, he was wearing the helmet, and he took the helmet, tried to take the helmet off, and he told the guy to call 911. And the guy, I guess, didn't hear him, so my son finally got the helmet off. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. So my son took off the helmet and told him, look, call 911. And can you believe that the guy went like this? He went, and then just went right back into his car and never called 911. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That made me angry to hear. Like, you literally caused an accident, and you're gonna act like, oh, why should you call the police? You know, it's ridiculous. So my son went back over to my sister's husband and asked him if he could get up, and he said no, he couldn't really move. And so there was a bunch of people that I guess had saw what happened. They were more concerned about my son and about my brother-in-law than the guy who actually caused the accident. So they called the police. The police came. Of course, I answered the phone. My son called me from the police. My son, now here's what's messed up, is that my son had his phone at my brother-in-law and my sister's house. He didn't have it with him. So apparently somebody was trying to say that my son was recording, and while they were driving, he was trying to record. And I'm like, how could that happen if my son's phone was at their house? And I know that it was there because I saw it. When my son left, I told my mom he left his phone, which is a good thing, because then they try to say he was recording. And of course, nowadays, certain adults like to make things like, oh, it's the kids, you know, just absolutely ridiculous. Really ridiculous. So that's what happened. Then they went to the hospital, and it was scary. We went to the hospital, and my son got checked out. They did the x-ray on his wrist, and he came out, thankfully, he came out perfectly fine. It was because of what Scott did that he actually saved my son's life, and I will be forever grateful to him for that. He took all the damage. He took all of it. The bike is a 1,000-pound bike, was on top of him. You know, he fell off. He has 8 broken ribs. He had a punctured lung because one of his ribs, I don't know if it's on this side or this side, but one of his ribs was sticking into his lungs and punctured his lung. So he's been on oxygen. His shoulder right here, like the bone you could see coming out of the, it's still in the skin, but it's, you know, sticking out. man, it just... And you know what's really ridiculous? Let me tell you. So as me and my husband, we've been driving around, going to the hospital, you know, bringing my son, coming back from the hospital and everything. And you know what's really ridiculous? Is that there was 4 people we saw that still went through that stop sign and didn't even stop. 4 different people. Now, by the time I got there, the guy who caused the accident, he was gone. And look, I hate to say this because being a Christian, and look, it's something that I still have to work on. But it's a good thing that they were gone by the time that I got there, because as a mother, when you hear what happens, and that could have been worse. My son, without Scott, he would have literally been in the hospital. And when you see that, you go, like, you mind blank, like your mind goes blank, you know? So, but it was probably a good thing. And again, I hate to say it like that. Say hi to all 4 people I have on here.
Oh, you live?
Yeah, we gotta be live. I was just explaining to them about, you know, what had happened.
Ooh, pancakes!
I think that's much better.
Hey guys, and happy Sabbath, happy Saturday, and happy, well, it's not happy, Towers.
Towers?
Today is the 20th year anniversary, so yeah. My deepest condolences and prayers goes to the families and friends that lost their loved ones.
Yeah. Can't talk much about it on here, which is really extremely sad, but yeah, 20 years. Can you believe it? 20 years. Where were you when the Twin Towers happened?
I was in New Jersey.
I was in Vermont.
I saw it. You know, I was on top of the project buildings and saw the smoke rising. It was really sad. Everybody was crying.
I was in 7th grade, living in Vermont, and we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird, and that's when we heard. And it was actually very scary because my brother was in the Marines at the time. Because I come from a military family. I have 2 cousins who are overseas right now.
You was in the 7th grade?
I was in 7th grade. I was in English class, and we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird.
I was a senior. I was senior.
I know, you're old. I'm just kidding. But my brother was in the military. He was in the Marines. He had, I think, 2 more years, and then he would, you know, get out. And it was scary because then you hear all this stuff. This is, you know, before when people listen to certain places. But, yeah, they're like, well, there's going to be a draft, all this stuff. And, of course, I'm, like, freaking out, like my brother. He's still in the military and whatnot. And it was scary. It was really scary because it's like, well, what's about to happen, you know? When you have family in the military. I turned it off while Bush was live. So sad, yes. Yeah, they had us listening in the, they put it on for us when we were in class. Of course, I couldn't do anything. And that was before I really understood how the whole politic thing worked and all this that came out. So, I mean, I was in 7th grade. You know, I was a little girl, teenager, so I didn't really, like, think about that stuff, but, yep, it was a scary time, and now we have people who are just like, huh, here you go, let me make it a little easier for you this time around, you know, but that's besides that point. I should not have made this much pancake mix. This is a lot of pancake mix. And I forgot that my son isn't home. My older son, Mikey, he's with his grandma right now. And yeah. But yep, I will remember it. It was a scary time. But we move on. You know? We move on and keep our eyes to the Lord. Oh, the coffee's so good. I needed coffee. So yesterday, the night before yesterday, we got home from our trip. And yesterday, I was in cleaning mode because I'm always constantly cleaning. So last night when I went to sleep and I woke up, I was in a lot of pain. Like, I was stiff because of the car, being in there for so long. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, just please keep praying for Scott. He's still, oh, I was going to tell you. So when we were in the hospital, my sister, she came out crying And, well, we didn't know to the extent. We thought that he was bad, but we didn't know that bad. So my sister comes out, she's crying, and I'm trying to console her. And she's telling me how they're saying that he might not make it because of the punctured lung. They had to transfer him to Hartford Hospital, but they had to fly him there because being in the car, too many bumps, he wouldn't have made it. So they had to transfer him, but they should have worded it a little different because she was worried. She's like, he's gonna die. They're saying this, they're saying that. So they transferred him to Hartford. He's in pretty bad shape. Thankfully, he's going to live. Thankfully, he's going to recover. But your prayers, your guys' prayers, when we made that video, God did some pretty amazing things. He went from he was supposed to die to no, he's going to be good. He's going to heal from this. So thank you guys so much for that. Keep praying. He still has a road ahead of him for recovery, but it's because of your prayers that God is hearing and doing amazing things. And I honestly believe that in all of this, it's going to bring him closer to God. It's going to bring his family closer to God. You know, God's doing things, right? He's performing miracles here. And yeah, it's because of your guys' prayers. Now, I will say this, if anybody does want to donate to help with the medical bills, because he's not going to be able to work. My sister, she's not going to be able to work. She's going to have to take care of him. Plus, she's a stay-at-home mom, or not stay-at-home mom. She's a stay-at-home wife anyway. And amongst other reasons why she can't really work, which I'm not going to get into. But if you guys do want to donate to help out with their bills or help out with medical bills, I'll leave the link in the community tab after this video. But for the most important thing, though, is just to please, please, please keep him in prayer. Please keep him in prayer so that way he can have a speedy recovery. I want for the doctors to say, you know what? We've never seen this happen before. We've never seen somebody heal like this before. That's what I want to hear. Yeah. It's just unbelievable that all that happened. But God takes what the enemy means for bad and makes it into for his glory. I don't know what happened, guys. But on his bike, there's this metal piece that goes onto the tire. And that actually helped. If they hadn't had that, then that would have been really bad. So thankfully he had that on his bike, but he's like, yeah, no, I'm not riding anymore. 30-something years, and his family puts bikes together. They put bikes together, they fix them up. I mean, for somebody who grew up with family, that's a pretty big, like, nope, I'm done. And he never got into an accident. Never. He never got into an accident. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of smoke. And it's not even up that high. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. The recovery. We are believing. Yeah. Alright, so again, I'm back. I had to change out my Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna put this pancake mix inside of the jar, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge because I made way too much of this stuff. And I can make some more tomorrow. I think that should be enough though from what I did make for the 4 of us. So yeah, but thankfully, my brother-in-law Scott, his sister, she is married to a guy whose brother is the head surgeon of the hospital, so they're taking very good care of him. So that's a blessing. And that's just Alright, so this right here, I'm going to put inside of the fridge, and then we will make the rest tomorrow. I'm trying to clean as I go, but it ain't working out. And I want to say that my kids did amazing with everything that was happening. My son and my daughter, I'm so proud of them because they did amazing. And everything was happening and going on. All right. Move this out of the way. Drink some coffee. Now on to the potatoes. I'm going to bring this out. All right. So I'm going to make some homemade hash browns. And first, what I'm going to have to do is peel them. My house is smoky. So I'm using these, which are just the, what is this, russet potatoes. I'm not going to use too many. Let me flip this. This one is going to be a little bit burnt, but it's fine. Yeah, I really should clean as I go here. This is real life. I wanted to show you guys real life homemaking here. Needs smell-o-vision. I know, right? My house is really smoky right now. It always happens, and I don't want to turn on the fan because it's really loud. How many potatoes? I think 5. Probably a little too much, but alrighty. I think that's pretty much good. Turn this off. Put those in my potato bin up here. Which these are no good because we've been gone. Hold on, guys. Alright. So this right here is my potato basket. Give me a moment, guys. Alright, come on, guys. I'm making a live stream. Please don't too loud. Guys, need to share. That's not how it works. You guys, okay, well, one person plays for a little bit, and then the other person takes it. Haley, no, what you want? Give her another controller. Give her another controller. Haley, when he's done, you can play. Goodness, guys. Kids. Does anybody else have kids to where, like, they always fight with each other, but then when they're not together, they miss each other? My brother and sister were like that growing up. So here's my little potato basket. I don't have many potatoes, but that's fine. I'll probably get some more later. Alright, so that's done. Now I have to peel. And I'm actually, I don't want to touch it, it's too hot. I'm a mess, guys, I'm sorry. But this is real life here. Alright, so we're going to put this here. Don't want to catch this on fire. I'm going to put that there. Move this over a little bit. And then I'll show you the pancakes. So, here we go. Very buttery and delicious pancakes. Okay, so we got that. I have this, so when I peel them, I can put it in there. Let me put this in the fridge. There we go. And then I have my water bath here for the potatoes. So once I'm done, doing this part, then we're going to let them go in there, and then we're just going to try and get out as much starch as we possibly can. My kids would be circling the kitchen like hungry. Yeah, my kids know not to, just because it's very, dangerous and whatnot. And but yeah, but they'll be like, "Mommy, I'm hungry. When is the food ready?" It is ready when it's ready. Sorry, you guys, I know it's a mess today. A mess. You guys are gonna get a nice view of the potatoes. So I'm curious, do you guys eat breakfast in the morning? I'm not really that much of a morning breakfast person. But now, I mean, I'm getting a little bit more into it. I'm just gonna drop that in there for now. It wasn't really the idea, but just because it takes so much time. I really hate cooking. I am not the kind of person that likes to cook, to be honest. I never have been. I don't know why. I mean, I like the food that I make. I just don't like cooking it. That's just not something that's my favorite to do thing. Put it this way, I'd rather do laundry than to cook. Now, one thing I teach my kids is clean as you go. I'm not really following it right now because my kids are hungry. But yeah, clean as you go. Something you learn when you used to work at Chipotle. So yeah, hopefully the next time we travel, we'll be able to have like a cheap RV that we'll be able to bring. I really want to do RV living, like slow living, but it's hard. They say that Florida is supposed to be the easiest place to do slow living. It's not. It's definitely not. I mean, it costs a lot of money. You have to have like the building permits for like if you're going to build a house. Not slow living, off-grid living. I don't know what I'm talking about here. And it does cost a lot of money. And then certain places you can't have RVs on it. And it's like, okay, but where am I supposed to live while I'm putting my house together, you know? All right. So there's that. I do want to compost this part. And no, I'm not one of those, oh my goodness, the world's going to die in 10 years because of the air. No. I just like to compost. It's really good for my garden. It helps my soil flourish. I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists that's like, oh, the world's going to end in so many years due to climate change. All right. So now that we did that, I should probably put you guys up here, I think. Here we go. Sort of, you guys. I'm going to be like a little yellow here, but that's fine. So I'm going to use this right here for the hash browns. I did. Listen, I don't like the people, I don't like the, you know, the governor and that it's a Democrat state and that there's so many, you guys know. But I do love Virginia. I love the way it looks. It's so beautiful. I love the towns, the things that you can do there. I love the scenery, the mountains. I love the cool weather up there around this time. Virginia is very beautiful. Just like New Jersey. New Jersey can be very beautiful too. But when you have people that make it to where it's not, then that's the problem. Virginia is so, so beautiful. I love it. And actually, fun fact, I was born in Virginia. I was born in Suffolk, Virginia. So yeah, we love going there every year. But I really like North Carolina too. Especially like this old Salem, Jamestown, Yorktown. Oh my goodness. I love it. I think North Carolina is, correct me if I'm wrong, do you guys know if North Carolina is Democrat or Republican? Oh, let me see what you said here. I grew up in BC. I love the mountains. Yeah, I love mountains. My son loved it too. Of course, Lewis, he loves to be in Florida. I hate the heat. I hate the humidity. I've lived here most of my life. I mean, I was born in Virginia. I was there until I was 4. Then we moved to Jacksonville. Duval is originally where I'm from. So Jacksonville, Florida is originally my hometown. And then when I was 10, we had to leave and I had to go to Vermont. And I hated Vermont at the time because it was country and I'm not a country person. I'm more of a city girl. And of course up there, they don't take too kindly to city people. So I really hated it, to be honest. But I loved the mountains. We would snowboard, we would ski, we would do four-wheeling and snowmobiling, and we used the toboggan to go, you know, sledding, and I miss it. I really do. I miss the country now. Now that it's so crazy because when you're like younger, you don't like this stuff because you're more focused on boys and school and all of those teenage things. And then when you get older, and you're like, when you're like 32 like me, then you're like, man, I miss it. I miss the country. I miss being able to, the winter time, walking outside with a cup of coffee in the winter and the kids and them being out. I miss it. In the mountains, and there's so much to do there. Here it's just beach after beach after beach after beach. And I'm not really a beach person, but I can't do anything because I have my son here. Otherwise, I'd be like begging my husband to like, please, can we please move? So I just don't like it. But he, being Puerto Rican, the whole tropical in him, he loves it. But mainly too because this is a Republican state and there's not so much fear here as in the other places. I've just lived here so much that it comes to a point where you're like, I don't want to live here no more, okay? I want mountains. I want to experience things. But I think maybe when my older son goes off to college, I think then we'll probably, hopefully, if I can beg my husband to like, please, let's move somewhere where there's, you know, but that bores you, yes. Okay, so I always do too much. Always. But I guess that's better than doing too little. Still have 2 potatoes, but basically this is what it looks like, hash browns. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it soak. I'm actually gonna dump out this water. We're gonna add some new water. By the way, let me know if you guys are liking this. Just a little chit chat while I make some breakfast. That's the one thing about this house though, is there's no room on my counters. Like there's no more room. All right, and I gotta do my dishes because I'm not doing very good on my cleaning as you go. They're already turning. They're already turning. All right, put all of that in there. Here we go. Let some of that starch come out. And then we do some more. I might freeze what I might not eat or make. I'm probably gonna freeze. Less starch with soaking. I love a professional kitchen. Oh, me too. Me too. This is an old house. This house is from the 60s, I think. Yeah, it was made in 1960s. And while I'm so grateful for it, literally this house is a blessing for us, especially with the prices around us and how most houses are falling apart, and you know, but there's little counter space because even though I hate cooking, I do cook. I try to do as much from scratch as possible when I can. So I mean, I have my blender, I have my toaster oven, I have my mixer, my stand mixer and whatnot. There's just not enough room. Let me see the other comment. Yes, I have no idea how to cook. Nothing like watching a woman of God care for her family. Aw. See, that's the goal of this. That's the whole point of this. Because I hate editing. There's a lot of things I despise. But I really hate editing videos. It's so much time consuming. And when you have littles and you're homeschooling and cleaning and cooking, it's like the last thing you want to do is even more work. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, let me do this. Let me do this from a live stream so I don't have to edit. I'm trying to learn from wise women. Oh, thank you. I think I'm wise. Just kidding. This stuff is not, I always say, this is not by nature how I am. You know, as sinners, it's like you don't want to be godly, but throughout the years and getting closer to God and just God has really put on my heart for this direction. Like a few years ago, I would have never expected to be homeschooling. A few years ago. But with all of this that's happening, it's a blessing because I can do this, you know, and I love it. I really do love it. But by nature, I was not born like this. I was taught a woman should work just like the husband, you know. I wasn't taught that the woman should be at home and taking care of her kids. And I love it. I love the biblical roles. And I see, now that I get closer to God, I see how beautiful it really is. This is a gift that God has given women. It's a beautiful gift God has given us women. And it's sad when there's women out there who just want to ruin it, you know, for us. But I'm going to do it for the glory of God. And yeah, and if I can help along the way, help some women along the way, that's amazing. And I feel extremely happy about that. Okay, so right now I'm gonna have to do some dishes. I really don't want to show you this part, but I feel like I have to be honest with you guys, okay? Because this is supposed to be real life edition here. Let me move some of this stuff. So that way you guys can watch me as I wash dishes. Okay, so I'm gonna move this. There's a lot of water. So yeah, so right now what we're making is the cheddar hash brown, cheddar hash browns from Cracker Barrel. Let me see your comments here. Hello, I'm new, but now I sub to a great channel. Hey, Lala's Adventure. I have nobody to cook for. Yes, I enjoy hanging out with you. Oh, thank you. Oh, wise words, Jessica. I love cooking, but even as someone who loves it, it can be a lot of work with prep and cleanup, yes. But a blessing to God and your little family. You can do this and watch your children grow and learn, especially about the Lord and Savior. I homeschooled my youngest for 4 years. Cheese, please. Yes, I love it with the cheese. Just call me Layla. What, Layla, right? Yeah. So a little tip for you women who want to become homemakers, or you are a homemaker. When in the kitchen, clean as you go. That is the best tip that I can give to you. A lot of times, I know it can be easy just to throw it in there, kind of like what I did, but honestly, clean as you go, it makes your life so much easier. So much easier. So, let me drink some more coffee here. Oh, before we get into that, let me show you. Look at my other avocado. Look at how beautiful. Look at it. I love it. I have so many avocados right now. I have this one. This is my second one. This is my first one, but as you can see, the leaves are kind of loopy, or droopy. Not loopy, like this, which I have to put more water in here. So these are the two. This right here is about 6 or 7 months, I think, of growth. This right here is about 2 months of growth. So I have those. And then I have another one that, and I'm thinking about selling these. Now, in order for you to actually grow it into the tree and get avocados and whatnot, it would take about 10 years, okay? So I'm not doing this for the tree thing here, but as you can see, look at it, it's so cute. Look at how little. And then you got the really long right here. I love it. And then I have 3 more going. Also, I have some mint right here. It's not in the best shape, but I just bought some store mint and just put it in here, and I have some roots. And then we have basil. This, guys, look at how beautiful that root system is right there. Look at it. This is the basil. This is from the basil bush that I had. I just took off a piece, and this is how you get a limited supply of basil. So you just, what you do is you want to get to where the node is. Okay, well, I can't really see it on here, but there's, I think it's above the node. You're going to, or no, right underneath the node, you're going to cut it. And then you're just going to set it in water. Make sure you take off some of the leaves down here. This right here, these are some actually new leaves, but you're going to take off as much leaves as you can. And then you're going to put it in your water. Sorry guys, I see your comments. I just haven't been able to. Okay. Jessica, yes, I'm here. I am Proverbs 31. Amen. I ran a deli and cooked everything homemade. My rule is always clean as you go. Absolutely. That's the best advice. You let the seed dry and take off the shell first. Okay, so what you do is when you have the pit, you're going to let the pit soak for, I'd say about like 10 minutes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to peel off the outer part of the pit, okay? It comes off pretty easy. I don't even think you really need to let it set. Sometimes I do, like the smaller one here I've been trying to grow. I don't know if it's going to work. I find that the Florida avocados are the ones that work best. But when it comes to this right here, you're just going to peel off the outside, and then it's going to be like this. And then the flat part is going to go into the water. You put some toothpicks in here and you just set it into the water. And of course, every single day you're going to dump out the water. But a lot of people, they put it, wrap it inside of some paper towel, and then they put it in a Ziploc bag, and the paper towel has a little bit of water. To be honest, that's just, I don't like that. I just would rather do it this way. Just stick the pit inside the water and it grows. It works the same. This is for the best for me. Now, depending where you live, it's probably going to be a little different. Oh, I lied. I didn't realize this was your channel. Yeah, this is my channel. I was sprouting microgreens in a tray and I dumped it, totally ruined it. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. So, I bought, it was a salad blend, right? A microgreen salad blend. And knowing I was going to go on the trip, I put it, right? I planted it, and then I went to my neighbor Jim and I'm like, look, you know, can you water my plants? And he's like, okay, great, wonderful. So I did that. I came back and I guess there was some sort of like a lot of rain, and that thing completely soaked my microgreens. And they were growing, they were doing so good. And my wheat. I've been trying to grow wheat because I really want to make my own flour. And the same thing happened there. But thankfully, I think I still have some more wheat. I'm going to have to buy some more. But yeah, a lot of my plants just, the water, no. But my tomatoes are doing good. They're doing really good. And I have bitter melon that I didn't even put together. Like, I don't even know how I got bitter melon. Tried my hand at microgreens a few years back. Killed me. Killed all. I'm going to try again now that I'm off grid. A few distractions. Anyway, I feel your pain. Honestly, the microgreens are so much easier for me. But yeah, I've heard some people that it's harder for them. I know for me, microgreens are probably the easiest thing for me to grow. The tomatoes are probably the hardest. But it's like when I leave, that's when everything decides to grow. But when I'm here, it doesn't really want to grow that much. Like, how does that make any sense, you know? This doofus I failed, we'll try. No, it's learning. You learning as you go. And that's how, that's the best thing is as you learn, you're going to make mistakes. Okay. Guys got a little glimpse of that. Mine too took in a few days. Aw, bye JJ. Okay, so it's a mess, guys. This is real life, okay? Real life. You're not gonna see too much. Okay, so yeah, you won't really see that much. Also, let me get a sponge. Not a sponge. This thing. I don't use sponges anymore. There's too much bacteria. You throw them out. It's a waste of money. So I've been using cloths. I just find it's much better. And plus I can get more, you know, I can clean it better. Cup there. Now see, if I cleaned as I went, then I wouldn't have to clean up this much. But here we are. Honestly, I would rather clean dishes though than to actually cook. That's sad. I'm gonna be honest. Gonna be honest here with you guys. I don't know if my husband is making videos. Where he is exactly. I think it's gonna rain. I wanted to take the kids outside a little bit. Oh, here he is. Well, the pancakes are done. I'm just getting ready to make the hash browns. So he's gonna be making his video now. So you're gonna take my people away from me. I tried to go live on Instagram, but nobody likes me on Instagram for some reason. It is what it is. Pancakes are there, babe, if you want to eat the, or unless you want to wait for the hash browns. I'm letting them soak and then doing the dishes. Kids are in the room right now playing on their game. It gives me a little time to get done what I need to get done. Any other parents out there that before they had kids said, I will never let my kids play video games? Yeah. And then you have kids and then it's like, here you go. Just go. No, but they play for a little bit and then I'm going to have my son do some reading because we haven't been able to do school this week because of us being gone and whatnot. But come Monday, we're getting back in that mode. Which I have to make a video on here today, showing my son's second grade curriculum. And then my older son, my high schooler, his should be coming today, I believe. Because we do a Becca. And for some reason, a Becca has taken a long time to get stuff out. Like I placed this order like the end of July. And I'm supposed to be getting it today. And I need to get everything organized, put together. I have some videos I do have to make. I absolutely have to make them. I have to check out the website. So much stuff to do. This is real life. But it's a blessing. It really is. I know you guys are probably like, this is not what I wanted to say, you doing dishes. Sorry guys. Let me see what the comment. Lewis's ears were burning. He showed up. He listens. He's like, are you going to say anything about me? Better not. No, just kidding. Anything I grow dies. I can start it from live seed and it's going amazing and then it dies. Whatever it is. Our mistakes are how we learn. Yes. That is the best way we learn is through our mistakes. And I can't be loud because he's making his video. But yeah, that's the best way that we learn. But then you know what not to do. Plus you can experiment, you know, with the garden. His ears were burning again. What happened, babe?
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, I just want to wear the hat. Just want to wear the hat.
He's so handsome.
And tomorrow I have to do the grass, so I'm going to make some videos today. And also Patreons tonight.
Oh, yeah. A lot of stuff.
Well, I think I might move Patreon to Sunday. Because, again, I still need to from the driving.
Well, when we got home, the next day, yesterday, we didn't get home yesterday, but yesterday he started making some videos. But there was a lot of things that he couldn't really talk about on YouTube, which sucks, but that's how they work. So a lot of the stuff that they were originally talking about, he wasn't able to talk on there. So I think he's going to do on Patreon tomorrow. He's going to talk about the stuff that he couldn't before. My back is killing me. burning from all the bending over. And I was in a accident years ago, and we were turning, me and my ex-husband, we were turning, and thankfully Mikey was at home, because if he had been in that car with us, the whole back was smashed in. And we were turning, and the snowbirds, they were driving, and the guy ran the red light and hit into us, and our car actually hit another car. Well, he hit our car, then we hit another car, and our car spun. And ever since then, my back, the up here and then down here, it's really, really bad. And plus childbirth and everything. The things that we go through as moms to have kids, and that's why when I see women and they, you know, don't appreciate their children, it breaks your heart. It really does. But let me read you guys' comments here. Come on. I'm waiting for his news reports. Back pain is crappy. Yes. Doesn't have any videos up yet that I've found. 1 year, a large ground hog raided my onions in the garden. Oh no, I wasn't going to fight him. Yeah, it's really bad. Like, if I do too much, my back, it starts to burn really bad. It's painful. And of course, being overweight, I'll give it to those people who like to say, oh, you're fat, you need to lose weight. Being overweight, yes, it does make things a lot worse. What happened, baby? Hold on, I can't hear you. Come here. I'm making breakfast. No snacks right now. Tell Alex no Oreos right now. He's supposed to ask me. Real life. Real life. You're not supposed to have Oreos, Alex. You know that I'm cooking.
Sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you, but let's put them away, please. Don't do that again. When you're done eating. I know it's taking a while, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to clean up and so I have room. It's beautiful to see people doing what God called them to do. Like I said, this is not by nature what I'm used to. Of course, now I am because, you know, I've gotten closer to God. But I love watching videos of people, you know, homemaking and Christian women, and I love it. And it gives you a lot of encouragement, you know, that you can do it too. The thing is, too, I might not have the nicest stuff like a lot of these YouTubers do, like the nice homes and all this stuff, all the homeschool stuff and whatnot. But I think it's a blessing because it shows there's a lot of intimidation that women have. Like, oh, I have to have this, I have to, you know, this and that, and this will make life easier and whatnot. But it's honestly not like that, you know. I like to see the real, what are you actually going through kind of stuff versus the editing to make it look all perfect. Yeah?
Alex's teeth is back.
Because we had... If you guys could hear the conversations in this house between my kids, that right there in itself would make a good YouTube channel. She was so worried that his teeth were black. My baby. Alright, so just about done. So, again, to recap, clean as you go. So you're not like me having to run around like a chicken with its head cut off. Alright, so this is going to go there. These I'm going to have to put up here. And that's not going to fit. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get this. Put this here, got my to show these to you guys. These right here are so good to have. I got this from Sprouts right here. This is the Elderberry Zinc Lozenges. So if you're sick, these are really good. Elderberry is one of the best things that you can have when you're sick to help boost up your immune system. I also had this right here, this Elderberry Extract. This is pretty expensive, but it's supposed to help your immune system. And it says directions. Children 1 to 3, you give a half teaspoon per day. Adults and children 4 years or older, you give 1 teaspoon per day. So I really like this stuff, and that has been really helpful for the immune system. I gotta get some more of that stuff though. I'm completely out. Let me see your comments, guys. You are preaching now, Jessica. I grew up outside in the creek drinking water from the small running creek, which I later learned when I was older a ditch. Oh my goodness. It's sad that the kids can't go to school as before, but homeschooling is great. It is, and it's really, it's like, I wish that school was the way that it used to be, where they would actually teach about God and teach about the Bible, and that it was actually about the kids. But today it's all about indoctrination. And that's not to say that it's still better than homeschooling. I think it's best with homeschooling because, one, you get that one-on-one time with your kids. I didn't have that with my older son. I mean, they're gone for 8 hours of the day, 8 to 9 hours, even more if they ride a bus. They're gone for a lot of hours. You don't get that time. That's a lot of time that you're missing out to be with your babies. And then by the time they get home, you have to cook and you can't really spend much time. And this is not to really put anybody down. If you send your children to school and that's what works for you, great. I'm not here to sit here and say that you absolutely have to homeschool. What I am saying is that we've been so programmed to believe that we need to send our kids to school, that we can't do it, that they're better off. And there's a lot of lies. Oh, but your kids, they won't be able to be around other kids. They won't be able to socialize. My son is getting ready to start soccer. My daughter, she does ballet. You can take them to the park. There's plenty of mommy and me's. There's plenty of co-ops. So that's a lie in itself. Well, your kids won't be socialized. First of all, I don't need my kids to be socialized with other kids that are going to be a bad influence for my children. I'm supposed to be the influence for my children. Does that mean that they shouldn't play with kids and go to the park and whatnot? No, take them to the park, do a co-op. I mean, put them in sports. There's things that they can socialize with kids. They don't have to go to school, not to socialize at least. And they're indoctrinating our children. If you are more of a more conservative faith and a more godly faith, the school system is not the best thing because they're indoctrinating your children. They taught my son Buddha. They taught my son Muhammad. Thankfully, as a Christian woman, I've taught my son about God and Jesus and the truth, but they were teaching him about those kinds of things. I mean, you guys remember 2 years ago, they taught about Krampus. It's like, come on, honey. My cat's meowing. I gotta get her some water. But yeah, I think that if you can, and pray about it. Even if you can't, since homeschooling is something that you've been wanting to do, pray to the Father. Hey, can we please close this door? Because I'm trying to talk and... Thank you, baby. It's okay. Sorry, guys. I had to give my cat some water. But yeah, I mean, what was I saying? I get easily distracted here. But yeah, so even if you can't and you feel like you can't, pray to God, pray to the Father. Say, look, if this is something you want me to do, if he wants you to do it, he'll make a way. Because I used to say the same thing. I don't have time. I can't do it. It's just a whole bunch of lies that the enemy puts in your head. And it's like, you can do it. Listen, this world is all about woman empowerment. That is the greatest woman empowerment in my eyes. To tell a woman that she absolutely can. And I know that being a homemaker, a lot of women feel like, yeah, but I'll be seen a certain way. Who cares? You're the woman of your home. Think of the beauty in that. You get to raise your children. You get to provide for your food and clean clothes, and you get to show a love for your husband that is something that is
it doesn't cost money. You get to show love for your husband. You get to cook for him. You get to cook for your children. It's rewarding when you teach your kids something. I mean, there's just so much beauty in homemaking, and I wish that I had been raised to look at homemaking. And that's what I try to teach my daughter. I try to teach my daughter and my son about homemaking. You know, I teach my sons so that way when they get older and they get married, that they marry a good godly woman who loves homemaking, who wants to be there for her kids. That's, to me, that's true woman empowerment. Telling a woman that she can do it. She can raise her children. She can homeschool her children. She's the woman of her home. There's beauty in that. And even if you get to the days where you feel like you can't do it, you're doing it for the glory of God. Ultimately, it's for the glory of God. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have hard times along the way. By the way, I'm going to put the hash brown stuff in here. I'm going to heat up my other cast iron, and then I'm going to rinse it. So like right here. But I actually have to cut the onions as well, because I have to fry onions, and I'm not going to do garlic. Let me read some of your comments here. Painful being thin, so don't listen to those people. You are a beautiful soul. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I have so many health problems and things, but I'm trying. Yes, the drop-in centers are fun for younger kids. I have so many man-made diseases like fibromyalgia. I'm sorry to hear that. And rare genetic disorder called neurofibromas. My lower back, hips, neck hurts so bad. I believe that being around. Yeah, me too. Just went to the grocery store and came home in the most horrible pain. Might have been flared from. It was so bad. Yeah, mine has been. It's been hard. I have to pray, like, God, please give me the strength at least. I know that you're probably not going to take it away, but give me the strength to continue, you know? Started praying for God to use me in my bloodline for 100 generations since I was 12. Shortly thereafter, I started with chronic pain. I'll be 48 next month and I hurt. It's been 36 years of pain. Yes, and embrace it while you can. The kids grow up so fast and there's no turning back the clock. That's true. I'm realizing that with my 15-year-old. I don't take meds. I can't due to extreme allergies. Like I get covered in hives inside and out, so I just pray. I can't even take Tylenol. I can't take anything because of my liver. Homeschooling is way better, 100% agree. 8 hours is a lot of time for the world to be raising them. Absolutely. I like how you said that because it's true. Look, God gave me my children. He didn't give the government my children. He gave me my children. And I'm going to raise them the way that I see fit. I'm going to raise them that's going to make God happy at the end of the day. All right. So they some of them kind of turned red. Oxidization. I love that word. But it's fine. Oh, cold water. So you're going to put it in cold water, and then you're just going to rinse as much as you can. I don't have time to let them dry, so I'm going to get some paper towel and try and soak up as much of the water I can, because you do not want to put this inside of your pan with a whole bunch of water, because that will not do good for them. Okay, so I got that, and give me a second, guys. Okay, well. All right, so I have my towel right here. I'm going to put it inside of my bowl like this, and then I'm going to put in the hash browns to try and soak up as much water as I can. And if you have one of those salad spinny things, you could also use that, which would work really good. But we don't got none of that, so. Right, so then what you're going to do is press it, try to get out as much of the water as possible. See all that water? Of course, you don't want to be like too hard with this. You want to be gentle, but you want to get out. Wow, that's a lot of water. As much water as possible. there's the first batch. And then, yeah, much better. And then what I'm gonna do is get some paper towel, if I have any. Yes. Some paper towel. I'm debating if I should do this in my toaster oven or if I should do it in my pan. What do you guys think? Should I put it in the toaster oven or should I put it in the pan? I don't know which one I should do. I am going to use my toaster oven thing here. Great to see you. God bless. Hi, love pugs. God bless. All right, let me dry this off first. All right. I swallowed spit the wrong way. Been wanting to go to a hot tub. Oh, back pain. The center is not open for the hot tub. I used to love going to the chiropractor, Hess, in Clearwater where I live. But that was a long time ago. But he's like, you come here, I'll only charge you like $50. And I'm like, okay, great. I gotta see if he still works there. So what should I do? Should I put it in the toaster oven or should I just cook it on the stove? Give me chills because you're so spot on with the homeschooling and socializing. You're right, Jess. Homeschool isn't for everyone, and no down talk to those who don't desire to. Absolutely. Everybody, you know, I don't judge women who send their children to school. I'm just saying, from somebody who used to be very worldly and was not raised for this, and who started out with the school system, that I'm so thankful that God has put this on my heart. And that he's called me to do these things today, because a lot of women, they can't, or they don't want to, and it breaks my heart. But I mean, yeah, I'm not going to judge them and whatnot, but all I'm saying is that if you have kids in school, think about homeschooling. Do your research on it, because it is a beautiful thing. Keep touching that, then. There are two differences. One, standard homeschooling or lifestyle homeschooling. I taught lifestyle. I did the basics, but we were intertwined in life skills. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to put this on the paper towel. And try to get as much of the water as possible. But there's still quite a lot of water in here. And I have another batch that I have to put on here. But I might just put it inside of a Ziploc bag, because really you want this extremely dry. But I also might have to get another towel. Yeah, there's still so much water coming out of this. See all that water? Don't have a hot tub, just a very nice shower stall. When I lived with my friend, I was like 14 and I was living with her. We were homeless, and her grandmother had a hot tub. Oh my goodness, I loved it. And especially in the winter time, when I was in Vermont, in the winter time, it was amazing. We'd sit there with our soda, and then there was a big screen TV. There was the pool table. Such good memories. This is as good as I'm going to get it. It's not going to get any better than that. That's fine. That's okay. So I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is just use my cast iron. I'm just going to use the stove. So let me do the rest of this. I still got a whole bunch of this stuff. It's not as much as I had before. And we're just going to do this. Make sure all the sides get lifted up. And then we are going to squeeze. I'm going to show you how much water in total. Tonight I wanted to do like a little cookout, kind of like in the backyard in my little fire pit that I made. I don't know, because I also want to make like soup. That might take too long. I don't think I have any, what do you call it? This is how much water came out of there. I don't know if you guys can see it. By the way, look at my cute little bowl I got from Goodwill in Virginia. I saw this and I'm like, yes, because I have my cups and my plates that have a very similar pattern. All right. So as far as this, I'm just gonna leave that there for now. Okay, so let me bring you guys back down to this spot here. Oh, I have to cut the onions. Forgot about that. Okay. So this right here is the hash browns. Maybe I should dehydrate them. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I just want to get this breakfast done. It's taken so long. Okay, let me get some butter. Normally I use Kerrygold butter, but we ain't got it. So we're gonna use the regular butter. Okay, so there's that. And then what we're gonna do is season. I gotta dry this out some more. We're gonna season them. We're not gonna season them too much because I do want to season them after as well. What are my cats doing? Hey, stop it. Adrian. Oh, these cats. Okay, so I think this is a pretty good amount for all of us. Oh, and then I gotta do eggs. So we're doing eggs. I already did the pancakes, which are kind of cold by now, but that's fine. We'll heat up the what do you call it? The syrup. Okay. So there's that. Now I'm going to use garlic salt. Not too much, just a little bit. Because we probably will salt or put more after. And then I'm going to use my cute little shakers here. Now, which one is pepper? This one. I don't know if I should put some Sazon. Okay, there's that. Again, let me show you these cute little shakers I got from Cracker Barrel. Aren't they so cute? And then I got one that has like this little, it's like literally a cooked turkey, which is adorable. Let me drink some coffee. That's how you know you're a mom when it's cold. That's really cold. Okay, we're just going to mix this. Man, that was really cold. So in coffee, I don't use any sugar. I just do my coffee and then I put some heavy cream. For those questioning, I can't have any sugar, only from like natural sugar and whatnot. This is a lot of work for this stuff, but I've also been talking too, so. Okay, so I have my stove on. It's just melting that butter. And this isn't something I do all the time. Just doing it today because it's the Sabbath. It's Saturday. All right, so now I'm gonna get my onion. These are some big onions. And we have our cheddar cheese, which is gonna go on after, which we're gonna put inside of the baking dish, and then we're gonna put it in there. You are a blessing, Jessica. This is your first live I've seen, and I'm enjoying it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Okay. So, this is a really big onion. Damn it. I remember when I worked at Chipotle, when we would have to cut the onions, we would use, or we would chew on gum. so that way it would stop our eyes from watering. But I'll probably be crying here in a little bit, so that's why. That's why I'm crying. I'm not sad. Okay. That's done. I'm going to use the knife that my aunt gave me. This one, which is the Pampered Chef knife. I should bring you guys down so you can see as I did not mean to do that. All right. So take this off. And this side. We love onions in this house. Take that off. And I know I'm not cutting on my cutting board, but I ain't got time for that, so. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have used my cutting board. That probably would have been better. Okay. And I'm not the best at cutting. For those who probably be like, what's wrong with you? I'm not the best at cutting. I think I'm only going to use this half onion though, because I don't want to put too much. Yep. And the tears are getting ready to start. Oh my goodness. Oh, it burns. It burns. Okay. I think that's good. Ooh. Those are strong. Whew. Okay. And I don't know where. Oh, I have my onion thing here. I bought these little things from Marshall's. They were $3.99 or $2.99. It's a little onion holder. Just like that. And then we will put it in the fridge. Whew. My eyes. Hold on, guys. I put my eyes in here. Oh, it burns. It burns. Okay. Okay. I had to put my eyes in there for a minute. Okay, so we got that. And now finding my wooden spatula, melting the butter. One thing when you have dogs, you find hair everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, I can clean this out too now that it's cooled down. I can get the hook for that. Put that there. So when you're cleaning cast iron, here is a big thing, okay? A lot of people don't like cast iron because of the, let me sit down here. A lot of people don't like cast iron for the fact that it's hard to clean, supposedly, but it's really not. If you let things set right away, yeah, it's gonna be very hard because you have to use water and you have to scrub, and really you don't wanna use water. But for instance, like the pancakes right here, so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take a napkin and you're going to try and wipe out as much of that as possible and then just throw the napkin away, because you want the cast iron to be oiled. You don't want water to touch it. We'll just use this bag. So try not to let things set if you can. And then anything that's in there, this is going to be nice and oiled up. And as long as your pan is seasoned, you're good. And when you season it, you want to season it everywhere. So let's say you get a cast iron, right? And you're like, okay, what do I do with it? That's the first thing. They usually come pre-seasoned. However, that seasoning really isn't that good. Plus, they've been sitting in the box or they've been sitting out, and the chemicals and stuff from the place that it came from. So what you do, let me bring you guys back up here. Okay, so then what you would do after you buy this, you would rinse it off with water, not with soap. Never use soap on this because the pores suck in the soap and it makes your food taste bad. But what you do is you just wash it off with some water, okay? You can get a scrubby. Like if you, let's say you go to the thrift store and you find one and it's all stained up, or not stained up, rusted up, don't let that scare you, okay? Because it just wasn't taken care of properly. They put it in water, they didn't dry it. But you take it, wash it off with some water, okay? Then you're gonna take and put it on your stove. You're gonna let it get really, really hot, okay? Because you want that water to evaporate because there's pores in this cast iron. So then what you're gonna do is once that's like that, you're gonna take it off for a little bit, and then you're gonna get some oil. They say the best oil is avocado oil. That's what I used in my Dutch oven, this is the one that I used, the avocado, because this has a high smoke point, and that's what you want. So you're gonna season this bad boy really good, really, really good. And any extra oil, you're gonna try and wipe off as much as possible. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in here, and you're gonna put it at 400. You can do the like 450, 500. Mine smokes way too much, I guess because it's so old. But you're gonna put it in there at 400 degrees, and you're gonna let it sit in there for about an hour, okay? And then when you take it out, it's gonna be nice and glistening. And then again, as you use it, you're going to wipe it out as much as possible. You don't wanna let things set. And like I had all that butter and everything from the pancakes, so this is seasoned pretty good. If it's rusty, you're gonna take one of those really, I forget what they're called, Brillo pads, and you're gonna try and get as much rust off as possible. That you can use soap if you have to, soap and water. Try to get as much of it off as possible. And then you just do how I explained it. I'll try to make a video on my channel. I can't right now, like, not right now, but I will make one in the future on the cast iron and how to use it, how to properly care for it and whatnot. So I'm doing my onions, but I have this flat one that I got from the thrift store. I have the Dutch oven one that I bought from Cracker Barrel with the lid. And let me put this on here. That's also where I keep my stuff. I have the one that I'm cooking in right now, which is thick. And then I have this one, which I use for the cookie, the chocolate chip cookie thing. That's what I use this for. It's got hair on it. Let me rinse this off. But you really want it bone dry as you're drying it off. And you don't want to let water set. If you let the water sit on it, it's going to end up getting rusty. I'm not fond of baking in a gas oven. Me neither. It makes me paranoid. Gas ovens, when we had those in Vermont, in Connecticut they have them. Oh, another thing I forgot to tell you guys. My daughter, we went to this hotel in Connecticut, the Inn at Stores, I think it's called. And I'm not saying this is where she got it from, but for the first time, I had an experience with a tick on my daughter. Thankfully, it wasn't the tick that causes Lyme disease. This was just a regular one, but I was freaking out, and I had to have my sister come. It was in her, like in where her belly button is. Not in her belly button, like a little bit above her belly button. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, great, Lyme disease. But thankfully, again, it wasn't that kind of tick. My sister came, she got it out, the head and everything. That was scary. I'm like, great. But it's healing now. That was a couple of days. But she's healing now. Hate ticks. Me too. Because you hear about them and then you like freak out because it's like Lyme disease. And I thought every single tick was like Lyme disease. But then my sister was telling me, no, it's like these really tiny little ones that carry the Lyme disease. Thankfully, the one that she had, that's not what it was. But yeah, I did not. I was freaking out. I'm like, what do I do? That was the first experience. I've been a mother for 15 years now. And that was the first time that I ever experienced a tick. The first time. And I'm curious, have you guys ever experienced them? And that, you know, that day everything was going wrong. There was just so much happening. That was the day that my son and my brother-in-law got into the motorcycle accident. I don't know. I just felt like there was something demonic. I don't know, because we went to New York, and when we were there, man, talk about a very sinful city. So we went there, and this guy, and I didn't know. My mom told me, she found out. But there was this guy, and he had like these bracelets, and I guess the guy was a Buddhist. Okay, for some reason I've been experiencing with a lot of Buddhists. Like, for instance, when we went to go take our dogs to the boarding, the guy, I didn't know, but when we got there, the guy, he was a Buddhist. And my Tyson, there was something about it. He started barking. Tyson's a good dog, and a lot of times he barks when he wants to be pat, but he just started barking at the guy. And then the guy looked up Tyson, and he's like, oh, you know, and I told the guy before, I'm like, I have a pit bull and I have a husky. And at first he was kind of like, you know, but then he was like, well, is it friendly? Yeah, he's friendly. You know, pit bulls get a lot of bad rep. They're really not bad dogs. It's just people abuse them and people ruin everything. So he was like, okay, as long as they're nice, then I'll take him. I'm like, okay, great. So the day before we left, I took Tyson and he started barking, and the guy was like, it's fine, because we ended up finding a really good place that took very good care of them. But he's like, no, I'm sorry, I can't take him. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because he's a pit bull and I have little dogs. I'm like, but that's what I told you a couple days ago. Oh, whatever. It worked out. And then we went to New York, and the guy, he had like little bracelet things, and he was a Buddhist, so I don't know if maybe, I don't know. Like, you know that there's demons around those things. That's why a lot of people, they say, well, like, for instance, demons portray the images of these fake gods. Okay, of course they don't have powers like God, but they can make things happen, and that's where a lot of people, they believe. Like, for instance, Buddhists, I believe they believe in luck, right? Well, demons can do certain things to make it seem like you have luck, right? Demons usually are okay when you're like in that worshiping mode or whatnot, but they can make it seem like you have luck, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. You know, I prayed to Buddha and now I have good luck, whatnot. But it's really not. It's just demons. And I honestly think that this guy like cursed those bracelets, or put demons on the bracelets or something, because then the next day all that stuff started happening. Now, thankfully, we're covered by God. And when my mom, she pointed that out, but I don't think so too, because I did pray about it. You know, we cast out those demons. But yeah, it was a lot. I don't like New York very much. Okay, so the onions are getting transparent. How long have I been live? 89 minutes. I know, you guys are probably like, you talk in a lot of different places. I do. My mind is easily distracted. Oh, I gotta put those, see? I gotta put those in, I don't have any of those. My bags, my little baggy things. So I have these little snack bags that I'm going to put the hash browns in. My nose. It's okay. Love cast iron for ease of cleaning. Okay, they last forever. Saves you money. They're very easy to take care of. They make it seem like they're not like the people, but it is. It's very easy to care for. I love cast iron. I will never go back to the other kinds of pans. Like, I have some pans here that I just don't use because I just don't like them anymore. Cast iron, I'm a ride or die cast iron fan now, basically. Maybe I should have got a bigger bag. But yeah, I really love cast iron. And you can take them anywhere. You can take them camping. You want to go outside, just like with a little pit. I love cast iron. Oh, there was a comment here. I will boil water in it if things get left and dried out. Then I wipe it, dry it on the burner, and re-oil. That's a good tip. My oldest daughter wears ski goggles to cut onions. She looks goofy, but she says it works. Really? Because I've heard about those things. Sorry, guys. I've heard about that stuff, but I heard that it doesn't really work. But hey, if it works, I'm gonna try it. I know like chewing gum works. Oh, heck yes. But I heard that the goggles and stuff doesn't. But then again, there's a lot of stuff that people say doesn't work and it really does. Can't believe anything, really. All right. So there's that. People are gonna be like, it took you this long to cook when you're talking? Yes. Okay. So my onions are good. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I mean, I watched a video on how to make this stuff, but we shall see. Okay, so there's that. Now what we're gonna do is add, yeah, they're still wet. We are going to add in our hash browns. Let me bring you guys down a little bit so you can see what's going on, what's happening here. Let me see your comments too. Yes, my dog, I found one and killed it. The ticks. Do you have a gas oven or electric? I have electric. Just bought a new cast iron pan. Thank you for sharing. Yes to the fire pit. Awesome. Oh, okay, I already read that. But yeah, I really do love cast iron. And you know, it's so crazy that we get so used to all of these new things that are supposed to help us out. Like all these different types of pans. And look, if you guys don't like cast iron, that's your preference, right? I'm not even gonna. But what I'm saying is that you really don't need all of this stuff that the world tells you. I mean, how fun is it to be able to just do things the way that it was intended, you know? Like, I mean, I love my mixer. I use my mixer. I'm grateful for my mixer. But sometimes, too, I just like, you know, just doing it the old-fashioned way. All right. So that's going. Let me show you guys here. I'm going to turn this around for a minute. So as you guys see, there's that. And then I have my cast iron, other cast iron. Okay. Flip you guys back around here. So I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to clean as I go. Put that there. The butter I'm going to leave out because we will need that for eggs. I'm not going to do eggs. I'm going to do those last because I don't want them to be cold. Now I will heat up the syrup. That's what they do at Cracker Barrel too. We heat up the syrup. Just try to clean everything as much as possible. And then I'm going to share some scripture. I'm going to do a little bit of Bible reading here too because I haven't been able to do my Bible study. Everything happening and it's been so hectic. Okay. Sorry guys. Probably give you guys a little headache right there. I will catch the rest of this later today when service gets better. Bye. Thank you for joining. Oh, I got this thing in the way here. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh, let me dump this out. Dump this out. All right, let me. Probably gonna start putting some of this stuff away too. I do not like leaving dishes inside of the dish rack thing. I like when everything, I guess it's like OCD like that. I like when everything is put away nice and neat. And it gives you more. That's another tip too. If you don't like cooking, one of the best things to do is to always start out with a clean kitchen. Because for me, if I see that my kitchen is really dirty, I don't want to cook. But if you clean your kitchen, you put your kitchen to bed, you go to sleep and you wake up and it's like a little gift to your morning self. So that's a little tip right there. Alright, so that goes up. Let me get this and start drying things. I don't need this anymore. Why is that all like shady? I gotta clean you guys off for a minute. There we go. Alright, much better. So, clean up here. Another little tip is this right here. I bought this at Walmart, and I leave it with water. Sometimes there's ice in here. It's melted by now, but I always leave this on the counter in case my kids want something to drink. They have fresh, cold water. Of course, this isn't very cold because it's been out for a while, but I will refill it. And yeah. So that's another thing for your kids. So they always have fresh water, and they're not coming to you, I'm thirsty, every 5 minutes like my kids do. Dry off my toaster oven stuff. By the way, ever since I bought this toaster oven, I have not used my oven. I literally have not used my oven in a long time. So you use the toaster oven. Putting all of this away. My mom, she put my small board in here. This right here is for the chicken. Put the pancakes on it. I love these cups, by the way. They always remind me of like the restaurant, you know, like the breakfast restaurant, the oldies places. I got this for canning. This is what I use to help put the stuff in, like the flour and whatnot. Put that up there. Let me check on this too. Now, I'm cooking it in my cast iron, but what I'm going to do is also put it on my toaster oven, and sprinkle the cheese on top. And then let that cook in my toaster oven. Turn this down a little because I don't want it to cook too high and then it burns. Then I use these little metal things. So in my house, I use a lot of metals, a lot of wood. I don't use plastic stuff anymore, really. Some things I do. Like even my plants, I have it in glass, mason jars, and all of those things. Only very few things I keep in plastic now. This can go in here. Also, this right here is my homemade sourdough. Right here. This is really easy to make. All it is just flour and water. I add a cup of flour, a cup of water. water. I mix it. I feed it once a day. Tomorrow in the morning, I will feed it. And it's so easy. That's the thing, is that people get so intimidated by cooking from scratch. And they think it's just easier to just buy the packets. But to be honest, it's not. When you have the packets of yeast, you have to wait a few minutes. When you do it this way, the sourdough, you don't have to wait a few minutes. Because it's already fermented, basically, I guess is what you call it. And this goes to my husband's milk thing. This can go back up here. Oh, also, let me show you these cups. I got these from World Market. Look at how cute. Actually, no, this one I got from the thrift store, Goodwill. I got a bigger one, and then I have these little ones. Aren't they so cute? This is with recycled glass. Yeah, recycled glass. So, but if I'm not using those, I use mason jars as well. All right, so dishes are put away. For the most part, they are clean. This is starting to kind of stick a little. I might have to add some more butter. That's another thing too, is that when things stick on the cast iron, you can scrape it and you don't have to worry about the plastic getting all into your food. Put some more butter. And that's another thing too, is you do need some butter when you're making the hash browns in the cast iron. Again, we don't really eat a lot of this anyway. For the most part, we eat oatmeal in the morning. I try to stop doing cereal. I saw a thing about how the cereal with the colors that they have, like the blue, I think causes cancer. The red causes autism. It's like a whole, like the dyes in the cereal, it causes all sorts of sicknesses. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing cereal anymore. Like, I think I still have a, no, I threw it away. I thought I still had a thing of cereal. And then clean as you go. As that cooks, I'm just cleaning up my sink the best as I can. These are some seeds that came from my squash that I made a few weeks ago, and I let it soak in water for a couple of days, and then I took out all of the squash pieces, and so this right here I'm going to replant into my garden. This is eggshells that I just ground up really, really thin and finely, and I put this in my soil. It has a lot of nutrition, so that's good. Some extra oil. And then this right here is used coffee grounds that I also put into my soil. This right here is really good. You can go to Starbucks and you can get the coffee grounds, like the old coffee grounds, and add it into your soil. So a little tip there. And I have this, which I'm probably going to put some plants in, put some soil in here, and then let the plants. And then this I'm still trying to clean out. The eggshells, you do that too? I was watching the Urban Gardener, and he was talking about it, how it doesn't really protect against snails. In certain, I have found, in certain things it does, and in certain things it doesn't. But it does have nutrition for the soil. You know, my husband's, this thing. Alright. Dry it out as much as possible. Another thing too, when you have plastic, something I learned is, you know, if you, like, for instance, my husband, he fills this up with his powder, and then he closes it, and it actually smells, and then I wash it, and then I close it up, and the bacteria. What you want to do with plastic is you want to leave it out for a couple of hours. That will kill the bacteria and that will kill the smell. Because when you open it up, after you've cleaned it, you've washed it, and then you open it up and it's like, okay, that still smells really bad. It's usually because it's still very wet and that bacteria has multiplied. So you want to let it completely dry, then close it up, and then there won't be that smell. So that's another little tip. You really want to get it nice and dry, really dry. Okay, is that? That's good. This has to go in the dirty laundry. This can go here. I don't use sponges anymore. That has a lot of bacteria and stuff in it. Clean out my sink. All this onion stuff. Okay. Hi, Debbie. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I'm just, as I clean, it's hard to really read because it doesn't stay up for very long. Hi, Mercy. Can add it your own food as well. It's a great supplement. I've heard that. And it's good too if you have chickens to feed it to them. Alright, let me show you this too. So when we were in North Carolina, we were at Yorktown, and they had this, it was so cute, this cute little coffee shop. And I have pictures on my Instagram from when we were there. And one thing that they sold, it was like $5, and I had to get it, was this, which is what they have their coffee beans in. And I cannot wait to open this and put soil in and grow some things in it. I was so excited about that. Okay, so it's still cooking. This has to go behind here. The cheddar. This I'm gonna put here. This butter I'm gonna leave there. And it's dirty. Also gonna turn on my candle, which I need to get a new candle. So another thing is something I always try to have, and I don't have any now because we just got back from our trip. I always try to have a fresh candle. This is salted butterscotch. I love this smell. And flowers on the table. That's something that I always try to have. It's something that makes it feel nice and cozy in here. And of course, because it's fall, I don't even know if it really is fall, but it's close to fall. I always try to have some sort of fall kind of candle and some fall flowers. I have to get my flowers at Publix. Kids didn't drink all their juice. Okay. Put my cheese away. Take out my eggs. There for now. This is what I keep my eggs in, right here. I'm gonna need that in a little bit. Put this over here. Have my Bible, my planner. I'm gonna make some more coffee because the coffee that I made was really cold. I'll show you guys my coffee maker in a minute. So, in my house, I try to keep it nice and cozy. One, for like in case we have guests over, which we never do, just in case. So I try to incorporate a lot of things that's going to be like cafe style and calm, relaxing. So I want to know, what is your favorite thing about homemaking and least favorite thing about homemaking? Come on. Okay. Hi Jill. Love cooking hacks too. Yeah, I'm trying to do some cooking hacks along the way here for you guys. All right, so my hash browns, they're good. Thing too is, you don't, like me, I forgot, you don't want to put too much butter in your hash browns because it will make them soggy, and we're not trying to do soggy. Well, I just did soggy. Let me take this stuff back out. So I'm going to use this to put my hash browns on. This is what they look like. Alright, so we got them on here. And then I'm going to sprinkle on my cheese, which I'm using mild cheddar. I love the smell of cheese. I'm just gonna, actually, let me put you guys down here so you can see while I sprinkle the cheese. Look at that. Look at how beautiful. I'm gonna add a lot of cheese. A lot of cheese, please. Because this is cheesy hash browns, you know? And then we're gonna try and toss it here. Don't know if this will work out very well. What I probably should have done is put it inside of the bowl. Alright, and then we're just gonna try and spread it out as much as possible here. I might be doing something, making something new here with the toaster oven part, you know? As much as that off, because it's going to be delicious. Alright, back here, clean, and then let me turn you guys around here so you can see what's happening. Okay, so here's my toaster oven. This is what it looks like. Might not look as appetizing. It looks better in person, let me put it that way. Then what we are gonna do is put it here. Right in there. And I gotta figure out which one I wanna put. Do I wanna put bake? Yeah, bake. I gotta cancel this. The only thing about this toaster oven is that you have to press the cancel for it to cancel. I just wanna be able to like touch it, but you have to hold it down. Bake 10 minutes. And start. And we're gonna let that get cooking there. And I can't put this on top of here because this gets really hot. So you guys can't tell I love chickens and birds. We're just gonna put them right there. By the way, this might not look very nice. It's old, but you know, we do what we do. What we can. And this is my plant here. This is supposed to be like the little dolphin plant things. We're just gonna put that there. And I'm probably gonna put you on top of this egg thing here. Try and do it like that. Here we go. So, again, cast iron. It's not much that I have to do to it. I'm just going to wipe it out. Now this is very hot, but that's my favorite time to really wipe it down. take off some of this that's on here. Don't want to use water, especially when it's hot. Do not use water. I mean, you guys can do what you want. You're adults. I'm just trying to tell you the best way to keep this thing nice for 100+ years. Yeah, you want it extremely dry. Turn this off for now, especially because I'm going to be doing eggs. But I think I'm going to make my eggs in my flat cast iron. Then this is what it looks like. Right? So, my nose. Put this on top of here. We're going to bring this here. Then we have that for our eggs. Put the phone away. So, yeah, that's not good. So I had syrup in here. For whatever reason, I think it molded. Great. So, I'm gonna have to clean it out, and then I think some food got in it. Find a place to put you guys. Put you here with the plants. Here we go. Hopefully that does not fall because this is where my sink is. Okay, so I'm not even sure how that happened. It's so ew. How did that happen? I think maybe some pancakes or something got in it. I don't know. But this thing I found, Goodwill. I find all my stuff at Goodwill. This is the little pancake container thing. Make it as clean as possible. Oh, I forgot to turn on my coffee and put coffee in the pot. Washing it with really hot water. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I don't even know if you are. I'm a mess, but you guys can be a mess with me, I guess. Okay. I mean, it's better than having the channel and not doing anything, you know? Alright, so more drying. That's my pantry I have right there. I think somebody commented. Enjoy your meal, Jessica. We'll chat again soon. Blessed to all. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for joining.
All right.
Trying.
Okay.
What the heck was that?
I'm stretching.
I know. It's coming. This is the syrup that I use. Pure maple syrup. I'm going to have to heat some of it up. Oh, that was a lot. Okay. So I found the problem. Why? Why? I haven't even had this that long. So we don't have any maple syrup. I'm going to have to use the cheap stuff. Dang it, right when I clean this off really good too. I haven't even had that stuff for that long. It makes you wonder. It really does. That's what sometimes I miss, like living in Vermont where you can make your own syrup. But it's better I found out now than to put only a little bit in there. And hopefully that wasn't like that when I got it either. wash this cup out. Hanging those up. Pancakes. This is still going. Oh, I gotta put this here. Let me actually put this over here. Okay, now I'm gonna bring you over here because I have to clean off my table. Hopefully you guys can see. Show my. Can you guys see? Okay, good. Hopefully you don't fall. Up there. My kids' artwork. This is Haley's. I think these are both Haley's actually. Look at the sun. Oh my god. My sweet little babies. Look at this. That's so cute. Look at this one. My sweet angels. Oh my goodness. Gotta love kids. They're supposed to put their crayons and stuff away. Normally I have them do it, but since I have you guys on here, here's some legs. You guys can see that. Got their little art. This is their art pad thing. Alex! This is not supposed to be out. Alexander! Haley! I'll be right back, guys. Give me a minute. Hey, you guys have some stuff I need you to get, please. Come on. Alright. Alright, I'm back, guys. Okay, this toy box. Haley, put this up on your shelf, please. Alex, here's your watch. Does he need to be charged? Charge him. And then you guys come back and put this away, please. Cookies, this needs to be put away. Crackers. I think this is Alex right here. Alex is going to put that away. Excuse me, my love. Here, where did you guys get this from?
It was on the table.
Put it away, please.
Okay.
Oranges.
I'll put it right here, okay?
No, go put it in your room, huh?
What? It's not a toy. It's not a toy, Mommy.
You use it as a toy. What? Alright. So I'm going to take this off. This is where we keep our fruits and things. You say hi? I know it's coming.
Can I help you?
You can help me by cleaning your room.
Whoa.
Huh?
What?
I know, baby. It's coming. It's almost done, I promise. Mommy's going to wash this. And I got to clean up the table. Okay, what are you doing? Come on. I don't want to see up your nose. Real life, guys. Real life. Okay. Mom life, yes.
Me too. I want to help her.
Huh?
I want to help you.
You can help me by cleaning your room.
Can I help you cook?
Because I cleaned it. Huh?
Can I help you cook?
Not right now. It's almost done.
And I want to help you cook.
I know, and I appreciate that. But Mama's almost done, okay? There's not really much for you to do. There's not really much for you to do.
And I want to cook.
All right, come on. Go clean your room.
I want to cook with you.
Come on.
I want to cook with you,
I know. Come on.
Mommy. I want to
Come
cook
on.
with you.
Haley, come on.
I want to cook with you.
Go clean your room, please. Go clean your room. Alright, so this has got to get washed. Right, and then cleaning caddy here. When we're sleeping, our cats, they get all on this. So I always have to clean it off. I had to turn that off.
Why?
Because it's done.
Why?
Because it is.
Why?
Why do you want to know?
Why?
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 Why? Why?
Alright, that's cleaned off.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you.
Cat hair, same here. Yes, it's everywhere. And husky hair. It's everywhere. Okay. This table has been loved, by the way. We have paints, crayons, all sorts of stuff there. Alright. So we got our pancakes. These are the days when I miss my Mikey. Okay, with that. Then this, we're actually going to put a pan on. Do not touch this, okay? This has oil and stuff. Ah, I'm slipping here. Okay, so we're going to put that here. This can go here. I think one of you guys commented. Our old table is very loved too. Play-Doh paint, everything else. Yes. Brunch today, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of paint and whatnot on here, but you know what? It gives character, you know? Let me get another cloth. Take this out. All right. And then here is the hash browns with the cheddar. Put that there. Then try to mix it up a little. Yes, baby. We're gonna play tea set later. Well, yesterday we couldn't, honey. There's a lot going on. We'll play tea set later, okay? I didn't say that now. Okay. So now we have the eggs that we are going to do. I'm trying to figure out where to put you guys. I'm gonna put you here. Okay, got that. Some more butter. That should not be there. All right, so the only thing we need is these eggs. Then I have to heat up some more. Not some more, but I have to heat up the syrup. Let me make my coffee. All right, I got my coffee cup, my heavy cream. This right here is the cream I use. Stir that up. I know, it's coming, babe. Okay. I got some more coffee that I need. So my kids usually like a sunny side up, but how do you guys want your eggs?
I want it cooked on both sides, but
Over medium, like mommy?
yeah.
Haley?
I want it like ham and cheese, but no pepper and salt.
No. You want an omelet? Because I already got cheese on the hash browns. I'm gonna make you scrambled eggs because we got cheese in the hash browns. That's a lot of cheese. these. Ah, I want you guys to fall. Yes, my love.
I don't want any salt and pepper.
All right, she does not like salt and pepper.
You want salt and pepper?
She doesn't like salt and pepper.
Well,
Nice try.
I'm gonna go get me a coffee.
I just
Hello.
Just made coffee.
No, yeah, but I like the caramel one.
You don't like the strong coffee?
Oh, well, where is it? I need coffee. I'm falling asleep.
That's okay. You can go get it. I'm just joking. Haven't you? Trying to have fun. Haven't you?
That's good. Look at that.
They've been all over the kitchen.
Oh, they're seeing me right now.
If eggs hurt anyone's stomach, do scrambled eggs with heavy cream. I have no pain that way. Huh. Thank you for that.
My broccoli. My broccoli.
You look like a little kid. She's like, Mommy, is it done yet? My baby. Can you, are you going to Dunkin'?
I don't know if I'm going.
Huh?
I don't know if I'm going because you said that. Hold on, give me a second
If
here.
you go, just get them glazed donut and me because I couldn't get one last time.
Excuse me.
You can take them. Let them. I don't know. Wait. Yeah,
I don't think so. It's too dangerous out there. There we go. It's a lot better.
I cleaned it off before.
Good dress.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me get her clothes real quick. Can you talk to them so they're not lonely?
Look. Alright. Alright guys, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. September 11th. Okay, so the epic adventure. Say hi, Lewis. How you doing? What a friend we have in Jesus. Amen to that. Say God bless everyone. So yeah, the wifey is doing. What are you doing here, babe? What are you doing here? Just hanging with, just hanging out, and just
Well, it's Saturday, so I figured I'd just do like a Sabbath Christian woman cooking and cleaning type thing.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm gonna show you guys. That's our cat Ivory, and she loves to be in front of cameras. I do have a video of these three cats, and we bought this snack, and they love these. What it's like a treat, right? And they love it so much. It's called Temptation. I don't know why they call it that name, but they love it so much. So I made a video of it, and I guess maybe tonight I could edit the video and just post it. She's taking good care of the family. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. If eggs hurts anyone's stomach, do scrambled eggs with heavy cream and have no pain. I can't have eggs. Unless they boiled eggs. But I don't know. You know, when I was a young kid, I loved eggs. I loved scrambled eggs. I loved omelets and stuff like that. But I guess the older you get, it's like your stomach rejects it. It's like your stomach rejects all this food. And, yeah. Don't you get sick and tired of eggs?
Sometimes. We don't eat eggs a lot.
That pancake, I could eat pancake, a lot of pancake. And babe, that's not enough pancake.
It is.
Woman, I eat 4 big ones.
This?
1, a 2. I love pancakes. It has to be pancakes with apples.
You got 3 of them. Well, I have the apple thing that I can put on top. See, you got 3. Oh no, it's cherry stuff. You have some cherries on it?
Just a little bit. What's the box at for the pancake?
Probably gonna make some cherry pie. It's thrown away. Yes, baby.
You threw it out? Oh, guys, the best pancake is Cracker Barrel. Can you smell it?
This is the cherry stuff right here.
The best pancake is from Cracker
Excuse me,
Barrel.
my love. Oh yes.
And then the second one is Denny's. Now, hold on, mija. Now the reason why I say Denny's is because Denny's is the only one that has a strawberry syrup, and they add strawberries, apples, and bananas on top of the pancake. And that is healthy food. That is really healthy, especially if you're going to the gym and you want protein and just a healthy body. Pancake, banana, strawberries, and apples are really good. It's a lot better than eggs. Eggs are good, but eggs is just it just builds up more of a acid reflux, and it's very high cholesterol. But other than that, eggs are good, but not every single day, right, B?
Yeah, well, it's better than cereal.
So taking good care of the animal. Okay. So, we put it down, okay?
Okay. Hold on, princess. Drinking coffee.
Let's do it for our country.
You're obsessed.
Let's do it for our country.
Ah,
Let's do it for our country.
he's obsessed with Grease. He found the CD. He's obsessed.
I'm ready.
I don't really like the CD that much.
I'm ready, Daddy.
See, do you want to eat today or no? All right, good.
I want like 6 pancakes.
I'm ready.
Okay. What do you want, babe?
Just get glazed donuts for the kids, 3, and that's it. I got coffee here.
What do you say? Donut chocolates?
No, the regular one. And get hot chocolate for the kids. They've been so good today. All right. Don't want it to over cook, but I don't want that to be all snotty like. He's so intimidated cooking eggs. See, I broke one. I had a feeling that would happen. I am like horrible at trying to flip eggs. I really am. Get some of this. Daddy. Alex. Amy. Sorry guys, I'm getting the hash browns and stuff together. And this. Huh?
Huh?
What are you watching?
I'm watching how Minecraft was made and how it is now.
Oh, okay.
And it was called Cavemen.
It was called Cavemen.
Yes. Well, listen.
I believe you, baby.
It's called Cavemen.
That's interesting.
Did you know the first what it was called? Did you know the first one was actually called pre-classic?
Huh.
Cavemen was pre-classic. It's all flat. You can't. Well, if you try it fresh, have all the stuff in it.
Oh, okay. Ah. Okay, but those gonna fall on me.
I don't know why, but today Steve doesn't have the mustache,
Yeah.
but back then he does. It's either because they have it on the Xbox 360.
Maybe. All right. So once again, cleaning off my pan. This is the best time. Can you do this more often? Yeah. Maybe on Saturdays I'll do this. Huh?
Guess which one was first. Was it Creeper made first or was Pig?
The creeper. I was right? Okay. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to put that there. Let me turn you guys around for a minute. And I still got to clean all this off because of the food. But cast iron, that's what it's looking like so far. I told you this is going to be like a... Dang it. Really? Stop it. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I love your pot and pans. Thank you. Yes, more cooking with cast iron pans so I can learn. Yeah, like I said, I want to make a video for you. I don't know when, but I do want to make a video for you guys, just kind of like talking to you about seasoning, what to do when you first get it, how to take care of it. So I will be making a video. I don't know when exactly, but I will be making a video. All right, that's all done. I like to clean. I have to have my kitchen clean before we eat. That's just something I've always been like. It's just, yeah, that's how my brain works. Okay. Let me see. I think you guys' comments keep, why doesn't it? There we go. Okay. So this has to go. This right here is what I use for my mop. I have the spin mop thing. Yes, my love.
Do you know that some people call the nether hell because it looks like it?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Okay, come on. You ready to eat? The mail just came. They're gonna watch us. You guys are gonna watch us eat for now. Do you want some strawberries on your pancakes?
Yes, please.
You need forks.
I wish I would stay for 2009 forever.
2009 forever. Oh, no.
209.
Don't do that, please. Okay.
Where's mine?
Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna have to.
Where's mine?
Actually, no. Right here.
What's that right there?
That is hash browns with cheese. All right.
What is it?
Strawberry.
Straw?
Yep. Putting strawberries on
You're
there.
putting straw in?
No strawberries, you silly goose.
I like it called straw.
Huh?
I like this called straw.
No.
But it's a good name.
That's not the name.
Try it.
Hold on. You want some syrup?
Yes, please.
All right, now you guys get to watch us eat. I worked really hard. Now we get to... Okay, you want me to do it or you want to do it?
You.
Want me?
Yeah.
You know, Mommy doesn't actually like syrup unless all my food is gone. Because I eat my pancakes last. A little fact for you guys. Not that you need to know or care.
I like syrup on my eggs.
You like syrup on your eggs?
Yes.
I don't. That's the reason. Can you sit right, please?
Good.
Sit like a little gentleman. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to say a prayer. You want to say the prayer? You don't got to be shy. Huh? Okay. Thank you, Lord Father, for this food. Thank you for the blessings that we receive each and every day. I also thank you that we are allowed to, or that you allow us to be able to put food on the table. And it's a blessing to be able to provide for my family in the way that you have showed me to as a woman. Use this food to nourish our bodies and to help nourish us. Jesus' name we pray and give thanks. Amen. Alright, so this is Cracker Barrel, basically like a bougie Cracker Barrel. I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. So we got pancakes, got the eggs, and this hash brown thing. Yes, and I've never tried that before. Try your hash browns. Tell me if you think they're good. Good? Yeah? Does it taste good with the cheddar?
Yes.
Mmm. It is good. I feel like I could have cooked it a little longer, but... So yeah. This is my bougie Cracker Barrel. Since it gets pretty expensive. I love their pancakes. By the way, have you guys been to Cracker Barrel? I can't believe the first time I went to Cracker Barrel was a couple of months ago. I'd never been before. Never.
It's Cracker Barrel, not Cracker Barrel.
Same thing.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people like to make their hash browns from the bags, but I honestly like doing it from scratch. I think it tastes much better. It's much more fresh.
I'm my egg.
Good job.
Thank you.
If you want some more egg, baby, I can give you some of mine, okay?
Okay. I like the syrup.
Like the syrup?
Yeah, the strawberry.
It's not the maple one. I had to use the cheap one because the maple one had mold in it. I'm not even sure how.
Whoa.
Yeah. You can't even see you. You're like worried and they can't even see you. Here. There we go. Look at how handsome he is. Look at how handsome. Que lindo, mi precioso. My baby. This is like a mukbang. Isn't that what they call it? Sort of. Kind of. Look, how should I know, Mom?
Ah.
You're just so cute. My baby. Mi bebito lindo. I sound like Grandma Marian, don't I?
Yes.
So, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Probably not enjoying me eating, but... So, what do you like more? The cereal or this?
Both.
Both?
Yes.
I think this is better.
Both. What cereal?
Huh?
What cereal?
Just cereal in general. I think a home-cooked meal is best.
What is this?
Cherry. You want my other egg? You sure? You want half?
Yeah. Huh?
Nothing.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing. Ah. Daddy's gonna be like, how dare you eat without me? But I'm hungry. You're hungry. I don't want to make you wait. What this is missing? Toast. For some reason, my eggs never come out, or my potatoes never come out like the diners for some reason.
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
Maybe. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Why you gave that egg there?
Because. Okay. Now, you try the oh, dang, you ate all those pancakes. How was the pancakes?
Good.
Very good?
One pancake. No.
Is it as good as Cracker Barrel? Because this is the Cracker Barrel pancakes. Did you know that?
No.
I created Cracker Barrel.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Mm.
You don't know that? I
You
could have.
didn't.
Yeah, I could have.
You can't make your own cracker barrel. I'm almost done.
This is making me so hungry. For the past week, I've been in the hospital. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Is everything better now? The pancakes, though, so cold.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not. They're warm.
You like the cherry filling? Love you.
I feel. Ah.
Oh, I see it. Careful. Break it apart. There you go. These people are like, I don't want to see that. I kind of don't like it with the cherries, though. I have severe asthma, and so whenever I have extra time, I've watched your videos. So thank you for watching them. And I'm sorry you have that. Yeah, it's just not the same. I know. You ate much faster than me. You were hungry.
Yeah.
You want my pancakes?
Why you don't want them?
You have it. There you go, baby. I want you to eat anyway. You need to eat more than I do. Past few months, I've used a griddle for all my breakfast items. Makes it easier for me, but that's me.
This is a huge pancake.
Huh?
This is a huge pancake.
No.
Yeah.
My kids and I are eating pancakes now, too. It's a pancake kind of day.
Pancake Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday pancakes. What I'm probably going to do tonight is make a soup, a carrot.
Ew.
What?
I don't like soup with carrots.
Oh, well. Carrots, broccoli, maybe some extra cheese. I think I forgot to have Daddy get mushrooms.
Why would you put broccoli
Onions.
in a soup?
You like broccoli?
Yeah, but why would you do it in a soup?
Because it's good. It's healthy for you.
It's just like eating broccoli
Missing.
mixed with water.
Mixed with what are you talking about, boy? I thought you'd be happy with the broccoli because you love broccoli.
Well, I do, but it's like
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
a what?
You never heard that expression? Don't bite the hand
No.
that feeds you?
No,
There you go.
no. I never heard of that.
My baby.
It looks like you like faster than me.
I did.
I did.
No, I did.
No, I did.
No, I did.
No, I did. You
I
gave
did.
me it.
Haha, I won.
No.
I said it
You
last.
gave me the pancakes.
Huh?
You gave me
I did no such thing. No.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I'll be back for a minute. I
Look at
gotta...
this size.
Huh? Oh, it's a tiny one.
Uh-huh.
Slip and slide it. Alright, I'm coming back. So in a little bit, I'm going to to take you guys outside and show you the plants in the garden. Well, not so much the garden, the plants. Well, while we're eating, I'm going to read a little bit of scripture. Huh?
The Bible.
The Bible. That's right. Finally take this off. Okay, give me a moment, guys. Alrighty. You done? Okay, what do? We definitely don't leave that there. Thank you. How about you clean up this, please? Don't put so much in your mouth, baby. You got too much in your mouth. Alright. Go throw the little bit out. Do you want some juice? Okay. Which color straw do you want?
Red.
Red? I had a feeling you'd say red.
What? It's my favorite color.
I know. That's why I had a feeling.
Oh.
Alright, you want water or juice? And then you'd say that. So we got the apple juice. We're going to read some Bible. Come on, pause it. Here, grab your juice.
What kind of straws are these?
Fun straws, kind of.
Are they rubber?
Yeah.
Why are there rubber straws? I never heard of rubber straws.
Yes, you have. All right, let me bring you guys here a little bit. Okay. So, that was the cooking and cleaning portion. Now we're going to read some scripture, but you're also going to help me read some scripture.
I am.
Okay? Yes. My nose. Okay. So, the Bible that I'm going to be doing, or reading, is the Spurgeon Study Bible. I love Charles Spurgeon.
Where?
Huh? It's right
Where?
here. The Spurgeon
Where?
Study Bible.
Oh.
See?
Oh.
Oh, it's all flowered up. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of Ezekiel. And I love this because it has Charles Spurgeon's notes in here. One thing about me is that I love to collect Bibles. I love it. So, Ezekiel. Actually, that's really... Okay, so let me go to Ezekiel 1. All right. Circumstances of writing. There is sufficient reason for maintaining that the prophet Ezekiel composed the book of Ezekiel in Babylon. The work demonstrates such homogeneity and literary coherence that it is reasonable to conclude that all editorial work was done by the prophet himself. Spurgeon on Ezekiel. Ezekiel was sent to waken the people of Jerusalem to a sense of danger. This task was in itself difficult enough, since he had to deal with a slumbering people who were carnally secure. But the difficulty was much increased by the fact that a large number of base pretenders to prophecy, both male and female, sprang up at the time and exercised great influence among the people. They imitated the prophet's speech. They came forward with their lies and prefaced them with the solemn words. This is what the Lord God says, pretending to have a commission from the Lord of hosts. Oh. Thus the people of Jerusalem scarcely knew whom to believe. Ezekiel prophesying terrors. And see, that's actually something about today in the church. Because we have a lot of people that say something, oh, well, I heard this from God, or God told me this, or, you know, and it's really going based off of their own understanding, and it's not really of God. They just think it is. Because some people don't know how to determine what's the voice of God and what's the voice of the enemy disguised as the voice of God. Ezekiel prophesying terrors of these pretenders, saying, peace, peace. Their evil hearts always leaned to the side of the false prophets because they flattered them grossly. They heaped to themselves teachers who for a piece of bread prophesied as they desired. Ezekiel was not of those who could be content to deliver his message and let others alone, as we nowadays are bid to do. But he turned to the deceivers and denounced them with a terrible earnestness, because he saw them to be wolves in sheep's clothing, devouring the flock. All right, chapter 1.
What is a flock?
A flock is like, how do you explain it? It's like a group of birds. Be a flock. All right, chapter 1.
And I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Was Ezekiel always a good person?
Well, God used him. Sometimes God used bad people. I don't know because I haven't really read Ezekiel very much. So I don't know who he was before. But sometimes God used people who seemed like they were bad.
I know that God used Saul.
Yeah, he used Saul, who became Paul. And Paul became one of the greatest, in my opinion, one of the greatest New Testament writers. He did. He used a lot of people. He used David. David did some things that weren't very good, that weren't very godly, but God still used him. God can use anybody he sees fit. Anybody. In the 30th year, in the 4th month, on the 5th day of the month, while I was among the exiles by the Chabar Canal, the heavens were opened and I saw visions of God. So Ezekiel saw visions of God. Nobody ever seen vision of God. On the 5th day of the month, it was the 5th year of King Jehoiakim's exile. The word of the Lord came directly to the priest Ezekiel, son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans, by the Chabar Canal. The Lord's hand was on him there. I looked, and there was a whirlwind coming from the north, a huge cloud with fire flashing back and forth, and brilliant light all around it. In the center of the fire there was a gleam like amber. The likeness of 4 living creatures came from it, and this was their appearance. They looked something like a human, but each of them had 4 faces and 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and the soles of their feet were like the hooves of a calf, sparkling like the gleam of polished bronze. Here, you want to read this? They had human hands
Under their wings, on their 4 sides. All 4 of them had faces and wings. Their wings were touching the creatures.
Good job.
Did not turn as they move. Each one
Went.
Straight
Good job.
ahead. Their
Faces.
faces.
Speak up a little louder.
Their faces looked something like a face of
The face?
of a human. And each of the 4 had the face of a lion. On the right
Okay.
the face of an ox. On the left, and the face like
Of
an angel.
eagle.
What is
That is what?
that is what their faces were like. Their wings were spread upward. Each had 2 wings touching that of another, and 2 wings covering its body. Each creature went straight ahead wherever
Good.
the spirit
Wanted to go.
The spirit wanted to go. They
Went.
went without turning as they moved.
Good. Let me continue. The likeness of the living creatures was like the appearance of blazing coals of fire or like torches. Fire was moving back and forth between the living creatures. It was bright, with lightning coming out of it. The creatures were darting back and forth like flashes of lightning. Hi. When I looked at the living creatures, there was one wheel on the ground beside each of the four-faced creatures. The appearance of the wheels and their craftsmanship were like the gleam of beryl, and all four had the same likeness. Their appearance and craftsmanship was like a wheel within a wheel. When they moved, they went in any of the four directions, without turning as they moved. Their rims were tall and awe-inspiring. Each of their four rims were full of eyes all around. When the living creatures moved, the wheels moved beside them. And when the creatures rose from the earth, the wheels also rose. Wherever the Spirit wanted to go, the creatures went in the direction of the Spirit was moving. The wheels rose alongside them, for the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. When the creatures moved, the wheels moved. When the creatures stopped, the wheels stopped. And when the creatures rose from the earth, the wheels rose alongside them. For the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. Over the heads of the living creatures, the likeness of an expanse was spread out. It gleamed like awe-inspiring crystal, and under the expanse their wings extended one toward another. They each also had 2 wings covering their bodies. When they moved, I heard the sound of their wings like the roar of a huge torrent, like the voice of the Almighty, and a sound of the tumult, like the noise of an army. When they stopped, they lowered their wings. A voice came from above the expanse over their heads. When they stopped, they lowered their wings. Something like a throne, the appearance of lapis, lazuli, was above the expanse over their heads. On the throne, high above, was someone who looked like a human. From what seemed to be his waist up, I saw a gleam like amber, with what looked like fire, enclosing it all around. From what seemed to be his waist down, I also saw what looked like fire. There was a brilliant light all around him. The appearance of the brilliant light all around was like that of a rainbow in a cloud on a rainy day. This was the appearance of the likeness of the Lord's glory. When I saw it, I fell face down and heard a voice speaking. Isn't that beautiful? The rainbow? Oh my goodness. I think that was beautiful. So this is the Spurgeon Bible. Now let's go down here and read some of the notes, okay? So in chapter 1, verse 15, it says, when I looked at the living creatures, there was one wheel on the ground beside each of the 4-faced creatures. In a wheel, there is one portion that never turns around, and that is the axle. So in God's providence, there is an axle that never moves. Our state is always changing.
What's an axle?
An axle, like an axle on a car, is like, okay, here's the car, and then there's this, and then tires go on it, and it spins. This axle never moves. Our state is always changing. Sometimes we are exalted, which is a good thing, and sometimes depressed. Yet there is an unmoving point in our state. What is this axle? What is the pivot on which all the machinery revolves? It is the axle of God's everlasting love toward his covenant people. The exterior of the wheel is changing, but the center stands forever fixed. Other things may move, but God's love never moves. It is the axle of the wheel. Yet more, when the wheel moves rapidly, the wheels move, think of a car, moves rapidly, we can discern nothing but the exterior circle. So if we look back to history and read the story of 1,000 years, we set the wheel of providence revolving rapidly, and we lose sight of all the little things within the circle. So think of it like if you think about thousands of years, we can see the history, but we really can't understand all the little tiny pieces in those thousands of years, because there's so many things that have happened, right? And those are the things to focus on. We see only one great thing that God is working out his everlasting purposes in the world. We sit down and take a book of history, say the history of England, and we will say of one event, now that seems to be out of place.
This is a long note.
I know. We say of another, that seems to be out of time. Another, that seems to be adverse to the cause of liberty. But look through 1,000 years, and those things that seemed as if it would crush liberty have been those that have caused the sturdy oak of liberty to take deeper root. Take the whole together instead of taking the events one by one. Look at 1,000 years, and we will see nothing but one round ring of symmetry, teaching us that God is wise and God is just. So let it be with us in our lives. Here we are fretting about troubles today. We think also of the past. Put all of our troubles together, and they are not troubles at all. We will see that one counteracts the other. If we take our life, not today alone, but look back on 40 years of it, we will be obliged, instead of lamenting and mourning, to bless God for his mercies toward us. Let the wheel go round, and we will see nothing but a ring of everlasting wisdom revolving. So beautiful, I think. All right, let me see some comments
This
here.
is on 2 verse 3.
Yep, so 2, 3, or Israelites and 2. This is telling you like other kind of...
Yeah, but what about this? Because it's not 2 verse 3.
This tells you that this is the book Ezekiel, and then 1 through 2 means that it's a continuation of chapter 1. This is chapter 1.
Oh, that's
Then it goes into chapter 2.
Oh.
Yeah. And then like over here, this whole page, it says Ezekiel 3, because this whole entire page is chapter 3. So that's how we read that.
So it's right. So it's right over. Wait, where is it?
So chapter 2, and when you see those 2 dots, that means that that's the end of the chapter and start to 3. Can you find the 3? It's little.
I know it's like 5, 6, and all those. Right here.
Good. Can you read it?
He said to me, "Son of man, I am
Sending.
sending you to the Israelites."
Good job.
To
Good
the-
job.
To the.
This one mommy might need to help you.
Re-
Sound it out. Rebel.
rebel,
Yes. Rebellious.
rebellious. Pagans to
Who
have
rebelled
rebelled against me, the Israelites, and their to this day the descents the descents are I gave home
Okay.
the descents
Where?
right around.
You're reading Ezekiel.
Yeah, here. I don't know that word.
Okay. So the descendants are obstinate. Give me a second. How you doing, guys? Just got home.
I think the guy across the street shot the bird.
Alright, just give me a second. I'll be right back, guys.
Well, it's in his yard in the back, but and then I heard a bang, and then I saw the birds flying. So I think he shot one of the birds, or he probably shot up in the air to scare it. All right, Haley, what are you doing, baby? Okay. All right, let's see.
Can I have a snack?
Huh?
Can I have a snack?
I don't know. What, honey?
Can I have a snack? Can I have some?
Hold on, baby. God bless your little man of God. Thank you. Rest a while. What is the
Rest a
Bible
while.
you use? This Bible that I'm using today is the Spurgeon Bible. I have many different ones. But this is the Spurgeon Study Bible, and it's the Christian Standard Bible. The one that I normally use is the New King James, but this is just because I love Spurgeon, and it has a lot of his notes in here from a lot of sermons that he did, so that's why I'm using this. So yeah. Okay, so get the, Haley, can you give me the donuts, honey?
Yes,
Want
mommy.
a donut?
I want donut.
Yeah, you gotta eat your food first. It's right over here. Alex, can you give her a fork, baby?
A fork?
Fork.
Forky? Why is there a lemon on
Fork, not forky.
There's a lemon on the ground.
It fell.
Forky?
No, a fork.
Fork? I got forky. My supper's right here? I got forky.
Yep, that's yours. Breakfast, honey.
I got forky.
Oh my goodness.
I want pepper.
Eat it.
I want pepper. You put it on here?
It's clean. I cleaned off the table.
Sucks.
Don't say that. Eat. Eat the pancakes at least. And this.
Yeah, eat it, Haley. I need the eggs. I like these.
Huh?
I like these.
I love the glazed ones.
My favorite is like the vanilla and the strawberry. I want syrup. I want syrup. Now imagine we had all three of these mixed in together.
There you go, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we actually do that?
Well,
Make all three into one. Hey, we can make a shop. We have windows.
this is all the sugar that I can have because I haven't had any sugar in a long time.
Good. Sugar isn't good for you.
That's right. It's not.
Did you know you actually have some salt inside your body?
Oh yeah, you have to have salt.
Why?
I don't really know.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Eyes and ears.
I've been told.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. How fast can you go?
Fast.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and a mouth and a nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
You said hi after that. I didn't do it.
Huh?
6,000.
No.
Speed 6,000 toes. There.
I dropped the chocolate milk.
Are you serious?
I mean, I came out the car and poof, it just fell. All
You had
right.
one job. One job.
All right. I'm hungry.
Can I put it on the table? Daddy, your supper's right there.
They're gonna watch you eat, babe.
You're gonna watch me eat?
They watched me and Alex eat.
I ate faster than her.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Daddy's praying. Hold on.
I forgot to pray.
Always pray.
Whoa, woman.
What?
What are you doing?
Mukbang.
No. I thought Alice was gonna read the Bible.
We did. We did part of Ezekiel.
Ow.
All right. So I'm gonna read chapter 2 while you guys are eating.
All right.
Mission. Oh, huh?
I don't think people want to see me eat.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
Some people
good.
left, by the way.
He said to me, Son of man, stand up on your feet and I will speak to you. As he spoke to me, the Spirit entered me and set me on my feet. And I listened to the one who was speaking to me. He said to me, Son of man, I am sending you to the Israelites, to the rebellious pagans.
What chapter is
This is chapter 2. To the rebellious pagans who have rebelled against me. The Israelites and their ancestors have transgressed against me to this day. The descendants are obstinate and hard-hearted. I am sending you to them, and you must say to them, This is what the Lord God says. Whether they listen or refuse to listen, for they are a rebellious house, they will know that a prophet has been among them. But you, son of man, Do not be afraid of them, and do not be afraid of their words. Even though briars and thorns are beside you, and you live among scorpions. Don't be afraid of their words or discouraged by the look on their faces. What?
You live among scorpions.
Because scorpions, they, scorpion, the tail part, it can stick you, right? Scorpions can be very dangerous. And that's what he's trying to say, that he's around people who are going to be like scorpions, very dangerous, like scorpions. They'll probably try to attack him. They'll probably say really mean things to him.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor.
For they are a rebellious house. Speak my words to them, whether they listen or refuse to listen, for they are rebellious. And you, son of man, listen to what I tell you. Do not be rebellious, like the rebellious house. Open your mouth and eat what I am giving you. So I looked and saw a hand reaching out to me, and there was a written scroll in it. When he unrolled it before me, it was written on the front and back. Words of lamentation, mourning and woe were written on it. He said to me, Son of man, eat what you find here. Eat this scroll, then go and speak to the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he fed me the scroll. Son of man, he said to me, God, feed your stomach and fill your belly with the scroll I am giving you. So I ate it, and it was as sweet as honey in my mouth.
You can eat the one?
This is a spiritual thing that he has. So it's not actually eating the scroll. It's a different kind of like metaphor.
Papito, who's Ezekiel? We already read this
When?
a while back.
We went over it a little while ago too. Nope, take that out of your mouth.
We did?
Yeah. Ezekiel was a...
Prophet.
There you go.
He was also a watchman.
Okay, sit down, baby.
I'm going down.
Okay, let it cool down. Come on, sit down right.
I don't want any more, Daddy.
What?
Cherries.
Okay.
She took all my cherry.
No.
Then he said to me, Son of man, go to the house of Israel and speak my words to them. For you are not being sent to a people of unintelligible speech or a difficult language, but to the house of Israel. Not to the many peoples of unintelligible speech or a difficult language, whose words you cannot understand. No doubt if I sent you to them, they would listen to you. But the house of Israel will not want to listen to you, because they do not want to listen to me. For the whole house of Israel is hard-headed and hard-hearted. Look, I have made your face as hard as their faces, and your forehead as hard as their foreheads. I have made your forehead like a diamond, harder than flint. Don't be afraid of them, or discouraged by the looks on their faces, though they are a rebellious house. Next he said to me, Son of man, listen carefully to all of my words, and I speak to you, and take them to heart. Go to your people, the exiles, and speak to them. Tell them, this is what the Lord God saith, whether they listen or refuse to listen. The Spirit then lifted me up, and I heard a loud rumbling sound behind me. Bless the glory of the Lord in his place, with the sound of the living creatures' wings brushing against each other, and the sound of the wheels beside them. A loud rumbling sound. The Spirit lifted me up and took me away. I left in bitterness and in an angry spirit, and the Lord's hand was on me powerfully. I came to the exiles at Tel Aviv, who were living by the Chabar Canal, and I sat there among them, stunned, for several days. Ezekiel as a watchman. Now at the end of the 7 days, the word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, I have made you a watchman over the house of Israel. When you hear a word from my mouth, give them a warning from me. If I say to the wicked person, you will surely die, but you do not warn him, you don't speak out to warn him about his wicked way in order to save his life, that wicked person will die for his iniquity. Yet I will hold you responsible for his blood. What do you mean? The what? Ezekiel. No, whoever God says is a wicked person. If he sees a wicked person and he says to tell them that they will surely die. If he doesn't, then he will hold him responsible. But if you warn a wicked person and he does not turn from his wickedness or his wicked way, he will die for his iniquity, but you will have rescued yourself. Now if a righteous person turns from his righteousness and acts unjustly, and I put a stumbling block in front of him, he will die. If you did not warn him, he will die because of his sin, and the righteous acts he did will not be remembered. So,
Yeah.
that's something actually that we need to also think about. Because he says, even if he turns, a righteous person turns from his righteousness and acts unjustly, and God puts a stumbling block in front of him, he will die. It says, if you did not warn him, he will die because of his sin, and the righteous acts he did will not be remembered. So any of the righteousness that he did will not be remembered. Yet I will hold you responsible for his blood. But if you warn the righteous person that he should not sin, and he does not sin, he will indeed live, because he listened to your warning, and you will have rescued yourself.
That's a true definition of being a watchman. Yeah.
The hand of the Lord was on me there, and he said to me, get up, go out of the plain, and I will speak with you there. So I got up and went out to the plain. The Lord's glory was present there, like the glory I had seen by the Chabar Canal, and I fell face down. The Spirit entered me and set me on my feet. He spoke with me and said, go shut yourself inside your house. As for you, son of man, they will put ropes on you and bind you with them, so you cannot go out among them. I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth, and you will be mute and unable to be a mediator for them, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with you, I will open your mouth, and you will say to them, this is what the Lord God says. Let the one who listens listen, let the one who refuses refuse, for they are a rebellious house.
Very, very, very powerful.
Yep. How was your breakfast?
Woman, right now I'm waiting for dinner. The breakfast was good.
I worked really hard.
I'm so tall. The breakfast was really good. 3 pancakes, and I love the hash brown, onions, and cheese. It was really good.
You better say that.
What do you mean?
just
Food's always
kidding.
good. Haley,
Of
what's
course
wrong?
it is. Come on, eat. Or you... Well, you're not going to get your donut until you do.
No donuts. Ooh, glazed donuts. Glazed donuts.
All right.
I'm taking yours.
I'm going to go outside. I'm going to show you guys my tomatoes real quick. And then I think I'm going to end the live stream. No, you need to eat. Just stay in here because it was rainy outside and it's really wet. Oh, my back. It hurts. It hurts so bad.
Careful, Mommy.
I'm trying.
I got
What's up, baby?
and then everything's going to be upside down.
No. Hold on. Okay, so let me turn you guys around here. It's a mess. I've been gone. But this right here is the garden beans that I need to repot. This is my purple basil. Lettuce. This is my daughter's plant, and I have to water. Sing loves water. These are the jalapenos, and I just transplanted them. I have 7 of those. This right here is the microgreens that got ruined, and the wheat. I have to dump this out and restart. Come over here. This is the radish. Basil that's taken a while to grow. Radish again. Kale. This is jalapenos. Hi.
How many did you say?
I don't even know at this point. I transplanted the jalapenos. I have 7 of those. The garden beans. It's just basically those that have died over there. And some of my radishes. I'm going to have to redo some of these. But I got to dump out some of this water.
It kept, like I said,
Yeah.
it kept raining and raining every night, and I mean it was downpour, not
Yeah.
just moderate or something like that, or mild. Nah, this was boom.
What I might have to do is get something that goes here and then comes up to kind of cover it.
Yes,
Kind of like what he has, but not big like that, you know, like,
just a little bit. So then
yeah. Because I don't have any room.
Do that, when it does do that, it'll go in,
Yeah.
but not as much.
Yeah.
And then this way, it won't get drowned in.
Well, I wanted to grow this stuff so I could sell it, you know, just try to make like some money and because I don't have any room back there yet. I have to fix all of that up. But I'm going to have to start over on a lot of stuff.
Well, like I said, if you get that stuff with the like the greenhouse,
Yeah.
if you want to put it up against my fence.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to look around and see, because that was pretty cheap. It was like 100 and something, and they didn't have good reviews. The other one that I bought, though, the little one that I had there, that one did really good. But I'm probably going to get a bigger version of that. But yeah, I might have to do that.
Put it against my fence.
Thank you.
This way it's all set and everything. Tie it down to the fence on this side and everything. This way it won't go nowhere.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably do that. My tomatoes back there are growing really good, though. My tomatoes, they're growing really good back there. They're pretty big, too. Yeah, the seeds that I have back there that I started.
What do you know? Those ones that are squash back there too, ain't they?
Yeah, it's a gourd squash. I'm going to make a birdhouse, and then I'm going to make a water can out of the other one.
Oh, no, that thing getting bigger and bigger.
I know. And you know, we have bitter melons back there. Bitter melon. I didn't grow it. I didn't put any seeds or anything. But these little,
I never heard of them.
I didn't either. I saw it and I'm like, and then gonna make. This one is kind of like, I don't know, that looks kind of weird. But yeah, I got a lot of the gourds here. A lot. And I can't do much with this. There's a lot of weeds. I can't do much with this because I really want those to continue to grow. Just kind of showing you guys around the garden a little. This right stuff. I don't know. Here's the corn. But I can't eat any of it. As you can see, bugs and whatnot. Okay, so try and, oh wow, that's not good. Yeah, that's definitely not good. There's a whole bunch in there. This is what happens when you leave for like 10 days. This stuff. So I do have some dill over there that I need to clean all of this stuff out. The purple basil over there. Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to show you too the flower, the melon that opened up. It was so beautiful. I gotta go out to the front here. Okay, let me put you guys here for a minute. Hopefully it doesn't go off again. All right. So give me a moment. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my tomatoes in the back because I have to transplant those and do some of that stuff. And hopefully I have enough containers. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. I had to do that quickly. So these have really grown, these tomatoes. Let me turn you guys around for a moment so I can show you. Look at these. These are all tomatoes, and I have to transplant them. I think those did really amazing. The garden beans, the basil, lettuce, the flowers, and I have to find which pots to put them in. There we go. The roots are like, wow. Can you guys see those roots? Look at that. So I don't know if this is gonna hurt them. Most likely I'm gonna have to use these, which are just basically from the plants that I've bought in before. And put the soil in here and transplant them like that. So I have plenty of these. But the goal is to try and sell some to make some extra income. This is the stuff that I'm going to use, the Nature's Care. This is organic and natural potting mix. And I have to get the other bag, which is a seed starter. I think I used the other bag up. That's not good. Okay. So, sorry guys. I know that you guys are probably like, this is not very interesting. I'd make sure there's no bugs in there. Okay. So the first one, so here's the first one. You guys can see that, and it's kind of muddy because of the water, but that's fine. And I have 2 in here, and I need to gently pull them apart like that, and the roots like that. And then you're gonna put it in here. Then we're going to, there's a bee. We're going to backfill. I love the bees and everything, but I don't love them when they come towards me. I might have to get some more of this potting mix that I have. And then there we go. That's the first tomato. There's hair on it. First tomato right here. Don't have much room, so I'm gonna put it on the edge here. Probably let that soak up some water too in a little bit. Should probably put you guys over here somewhere so you can see tomatoes and stuff. Ant. Move this out of the way so there you guys can kind of see some of this. This I put here. Try to clean up a little. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. The old stuff. This basil. I wish you guys could smell this basil. It smells amazing. Okay. So we got that. Hopefully that's better. And then, oh, we got this one. Should have some crazy green stuff on there. Okay. Put this here. And then we're going to backfill. This basil smells so good. And then we're just going to press down gently, not too much. Press down gently. There's another tomato. These were started by seeds. I did these 8/9. So it was August 9th that I started the seeds. And here we are, September 11th. Here's the other one. Again, I have 2, but we don't want 2, we just want the 1. Which this is going to be. You want to be careful because you really don't want to break the roots. So put that there. And once again, backfill. Yes, princess?
I'm gonna eat this too, like food. Can I have my donut?
You gotta ask Daddy.
You gotta eat the 2 food.
Well, you gotta ask Daddy, Princess. There's the other one. I don't have enough soil. I'm wondering if I should use the seed starting mix.
Love you, Mommy.
I love you too, Princess. You guys think I should use the seed starting mix? Because I don't have anything else.
Starting mix, Mommy.
You think I should?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get some more seed stuff. So what I might have to do is I might have to go and get some more soil and then probably come back live later to do the rest, because I don't have enough soil and I don't want to do the seed stuff because if it doesn't work out. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end this stream and then I'll come back on later on when I can show you the rest of the tomatoes being transferred. But thank you guys for joining me in this. Hopefully you enjoyed the cooking and seeing some of the garden and the cleaning. Again, I will come on later on to do some more things. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later on tonight. Bye.